All right, Shalom. We are here once again, you know, wicked old San Francisco. All right. First off, we want to start by giving all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
The honors to our apostle elders, a great millstone. Honors and salutations to you brothers who preach His word in sincerity and faith. Shalom to you sincere followers thereof. Go ahead, brother.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink.
Yeah, because the time that we're entering into, you know, the time the escalation of the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, all chaos breaking forth. You know, they're already pressing this narrative of the second wave sooner than they speculated. You know, so people was they was talking about a fall or a winter second wave. Nobody imagined it would happen like roughly what a couple of weeks after they started easing the measures, man. You know, now Esau is about to lock it completely down, man. And people about to suffer way more than you thought that you were suffering. All right. Yet for us, man, it's going to take a heavy amount of faith and trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for the times that we're entering into and to get through it all, man. You know. Go ahead.
It says, nor yet for your body what ye shall put on.
Yeah, so we're not to be worrying like these people, you know, where I'm gonna get my next meal or how I'm gonna make it here or there, what I'm gonna do pretty much, man. We were already instructed on what to do, you know, preaching this word, and putting our faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. All right, the Lord is gonna take care of the rest, you know.
It's not the life more than meat, and the body than the remnant. Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap.
Yeah, that's right, man. You don't see these animals bugging out. You know, you just see people acting like brute beasts, you know, bugging these birds, all right? They don't worry about where they getting their next meal, where they gonna lay their head, the next nest at, you know? And man, they just go with the flow, man. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah. It's St. Matthew 10:29, it says, are not two sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father, but the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear ye not, therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows.
Yeah, that's right, man. We're the most valuable when the Lord's eyes, the elect. That's why from the apostle elders on down, we continue to stress about the elect, that remnant, you know, the 1/3. That's what it's all about. The Lord is not even concerned with the 2/3 of Israel. And that's why they're getting what they're getting. They're about to receive now, man. You know, as far as the Lord's precious jewels, the elect. All right, the Lord likens us to gold, to silver. You know, we're precious in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, so if the Lord takes care of the animals, how much more His servants? You know. Go ahead, son.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 26. Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them.
Yeah, that's right. They don't sow. They don't go out there and plant seeds and nourishing it, you know, and trying to gather into them crop or store up food, man. You know, yet they're always, the Lord makes sure that they're fed. All right. Go ahead.
Are ye not much better than they?
Yep.
He says, which of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his stature? And why take ye thought for the remnant? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. It says, wherefore, if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe ye, O ye of little faith?
Yeah, that's right, man. And we're not supposed to be searching out more than what we require, man. The Lord said that He's content with food and raiment, you know. All right.
If I may add, the scripture says, "Seek ye first the kingdom, and all these things shall be added unto you."
Yeah, that's right.
It says, therefore, verse 31, Matthew 6:31. Therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's what the heathens think about, because they're carnal. They're not spiritual, you know. All right, go ahead.
For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things, but seek ye first the kingdom.
As well as the 2/3.
Yeah.
They're in that heathenistic mindset. And that's basically what you're going into. This things about to go down, and the elect are going to have faith that Yahweh Shemashai is going to bring us through these things, even though these things might not be tangible right in front of us. We can't see it. We can't see it. Yeah, that's where the faith comes in. But 2/3 of our people, what are they going to do? Their faith is not built up. They don't have faith in this. They don't have faith that Yahweh Shemashai said that He's going to deliver His elect, the ones that serve Him. So what are they going to do? They're going to depend on who? Esau. They're going to go. They're going to be crying to the government, for different programs, food programs, housing programs, for giving me up my rent, help me with my credit cards. My child, my baby is starving. You've seen remnants of that during this lockdown. People on social media bugging out, the black woman bugging out, how she gonna feed her kids, this and that and this, because all these things are getting shut down. Well, the scriptures are saying that all these things are gonna get shut down, right? And then the Lord is going, what? He's gonna deliver you through all these different trials and tribulations that we're entering into, and we're about to enter into that biggest trial and tribulation, which is the hour of temptation. Which that's why we go through the things that we go through to prepare our minds for the basically game day. Because that's where the whole world is going to get tempted, and you're going to get tempted. It's going to actually be temptation. You say, "Oh, I ain't going to take the chip, this and that." You're going to actually be tempted because that's what was written. All right, and that's going to separate the ones who believe in Yahweh Shemashai to those who don't believe in Yahweh Shemashai. And those who go into that temptation and get tempted and worship the beast and take his mark and worship the image, they're going to be destroyed. Okay, and they're the ones that are going to be starving. They're the ones who are going to and ultimately get destroyed by the nuclear missiles.
Good. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Yeah, that's right. Like the brother was just speaking about, man. We don't see these things, man, and that's where faith comes in. The Lord say He's going to do something. The Lord is not a man that He shall lie, man. And that requires a huge amount of faith to believe in, man. Yet faith is a gift as well, something that 2/3 of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, don't have. You have faith in this society. You have faith in Esau. You have faith in this world, the things that you can see. All right? Yet your faith is not towards Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead.
Read on?
Yeah.
Verse 2 says, for by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh.
Yeah, that's right, man. And Cain and Abel came back as who? Jacob and Esau, man.
By faith, Enoch was translated that he should not see death. That's how I let them do it, They're not going to take part in the second death. The Most High is about to bring, they're going to be translated. It says Enoch, it says Yahweh Shai, it says Elijah. We'll be taking up from the chariot. By faith.
And it says in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, it's going to be in the sight of our enemies, man. Everybody, every eye is going to see the return of Yahweh Shai, and everybody's going to see the beaming up of the elect.
It says, by faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, but was not found because the Most High had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High.
And we have the testimony. Matter of fact, can you bring that out? Revelation 19. We have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, man. All right.
Revelation 19 and verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren, that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right, and that's something that will make us different from these other camps and from the rest of our nation, man. we have the spirit of Yahweh Shai. We have the names of Yahweh Shai. And we have the spirit of prophecy. We have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy, man. All right? And we're the popular people here at Great Millstone from the apostles and elders. We go into nothing but prophecy. We have the answers according to Yahweh Shai. Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Most High will do nothing until he secures to the service of the prophet. You know? So the Lord gave us the answers, man. All right? The Lord gave us the insight, the eyesight. You know? The Lord told us of the things that are going to come to pass. And guess what? The Lord said, take care of this all you know. That very faith, man. All right? Hold fast to what you have, man. All right?
Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please Him.
Yeah, that's right, man. So if you don't have faith in Yahweh Shai, you're out there, man. All right, it is impossible to please the Heavenly Father. All right, that is a requirement. And according to Ephesians 2 and 8, that is a gift. You know, like it says in St. Matthew the 13th chapter, man. Because to them, the 2/3, it is not given. The Lord didn't give that gift into the rest of the nation of Israel. All right. So that's a very precious gift to have and to build upon. All right, it's the gift that keeps on giving, man. You know?
Key to salvation.
Yeah.
If you believe, you're gonna work. You know, you're gonna put in the work for your Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
They go hand in hand.
That's right.
It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him.
Yeah, and that's the Lord's name, Yahweh. He is, He to be, He exists. All right, and you have to believe that. That takes faith, man. All right, because these guys are playing around. We don't know the name. You can call them whatever. All right, well, we know the name. We have 100% faith in those names. You know, Yahweh Shai. All right, and we're working towards a reward. Okay, you know what we're doing is not for nothing. All right, at the end of the day, we hope to be saved, to be taken care of, and to receive salvation, man.
Right. Yeah.
Which is going to encompass a whole lot more gifts, man.
The scripture said the name of the Lord is a strong tower.
Right, right.
The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
Yeah.
That's going to be our safe haven in the time to come.
That's right.
That's where we reside at now.
Yeah.
The secret place.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
That's right. Oh yeah, you can open it up. 2 and 4.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him.
Yeah, it's talking about this devil Esau, all right, the so-called white man, the wicked. You know, his soul is not upright in him. The Lord didn't create him to be upright. All right, the Lord created him to be wicked, to be evil, all right, to be the devil that he is. Okay, to be filled up with pride. Go ahead.
Carnal.
Yeah, be carnal, right? Yeah.
But the just shall live by his faith.
And the just is ultimately talking about the elect of Israel, man. All right, those who were given the gift of faith. All right, you know, and that's gonna work towards our salvation, man. You know, us being protected up to that destruction and us being delivered from it, man. When Yahweh sends back His Son, Yahweh Shai, the Savior, the Deliverer. All right, because He's not coming to deliver the whole nation of Israel, man. All right, it's slated for 2/3 to die on this side. You know, by manifold deaths. Okay.
Finish back in Matthew chapter 6, verse 31. Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things.
Yeah, just like the brother was speaking on earlier, man. Even 2/3 are in a Gentile mind state, a Gentile spirit. They're in a carnal spirit. They're in the spirit of their father Esau, man. All right. So they're going to be worrying about looking towards these things, and so much that they're going to take the vaccination. They're going to take the market chip. They're going to comply. You know, they're going to bow down and worship this beast, man. And ultimately, they're going to be destroyed. You know.
But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High, and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yep. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now, man. We're seeking the kingdom, all right. Which really we're building the kingdom because we make up the kingdom. The Lord said the kingdom of heaven is within you.
Third temple.
Yeah, the third temple, the water. That's right, man. In which cannot be be infiltrated and it cannot be dismantled, man.
Right, right.
You know, you just during the time I believe what Nehemiah, you know, when they're rebuilding the temple, you know, you had the heathens try to come up against us, man. All right, but you can't do that this time.
They wanted to join.
Yeah.
So they see these other nations,
Yep.
Esau, they see what's going on, and as we progress closer to the kingdom of heaven, they're going to see the Most High is going to make it evident who his men are. Okay, what are they going to do? They're going to try to cleave unto the house of Jacob. Oh, I believe in the Most High too. You know, brother. Yeah, brother. You know, they're gonna try to join themselves unto us, just like they tried to do back during the time of Nehemiah. And then what did they do? They cursed them out like, nah, you had nothing to do. You have nothing to do with this building. And then what do? They start to hinder. You know,
just like vocab alone.
Just like vocab alone. It's the same thing. It's the same thing happening all over again.
Yep.
You know, to come in, spy out what's going on, try to infiltrate. You know, try to get a blessing.
Demonize it when you can't join.
Exactly, and then demonize it when you can't
That's
join.
what they did. Was it Sambalat and the other dude? They went to the king, the Persian king, and they started, bringing the false one. These guys, like they trying to rebuild their temple. They're gonna take you over. They're gonna worship their God. You know.
It's the same story that's been happening. These other nations, when they see here it is, we the lowest people out there. They talk nothing but cash money shit about us. But then when the Lord, he's going to start elevating us and all these things going to start befalling them, the curses going to start hitting their ass. They're going to get evicted from their house. You know, their woman going to leave them. Their child going to die of the COVID. You know, and then what are they going to do? They're going to try to run to the prophets. And we're going to say, hey, man, look, just wait for the nuclear missiles. Okay? And then what are they going to do? They're going to try to hinder. They're going to talk all type of shit. They're going to tell the government, you know? That's what they did last time. The same thing, same rules apply. So all you heathen nations, look, your future is slavery. Okay, we're also prophets unto the nations. So we're telling the nations, you know, how they fit in the puzzle of what's going on, and their place is under us. Right. Okay, just as it speaks about Genesis 27 chapter. Okay, about the birthright. Okay, the blessings. Well, we were going to have nations bow down to us. It's not happening now, but this is the prelude. Right. Okay, the Lord's building that government now. Okay, and then it's going to manifest in the kingdom of heaven. But these other nations, they're going to see, like the Iranians. You know, they try to, they did that thing with the Hebrew Israelites. You know, I believe it was like last year, where they tried to say they were. I forget exactly what it was. Brothers remember. Where they wrote a letter to a church. They wrote a letter to a church saying that they were the Hebrew Israelites, basically. And they wanted to speak with them.
I remember that.
Remember, it was like a year, 2 years ago, or something like that? But that's what these other nations are going to do when they start seeing that judgment come. You know, they're going to try to be friendly with Jake. Yep. You know?
Right. Oh, yeah, the
precept is John 4, verse 22. It says, ye worship ye know not what. It's like, I'm going to read it again. John 4 verse 22, it says, ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
That's right, salvation. You got it, brother. You got it.
Yeah. That was the Lord talking to the Samaritan woman, which I believe what she was a Cushite. You know, she was a heathen, man. Alright? The Lord said, you don't know who you worship because this ain't for you. Because they have moved into that land when the Lord kicked out the north. Alright, took upon our heritage, alright? And tried to be Israelites pretty much, man. All right, so the Lord was cursing that woman out.
Colossian Jews.
Yep, Colossian Jews, man. All right, this ain't for no other nation other than the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Hell, this ain't even really for 2/3 of our people on this side, man. You know,
For the elect.
Yeah, this is only for the elect. You know, these scriptures was written, like Jake say, by the elect for the elect, man. Yeah.
Continue on verse 23 says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
That's right, man. And that's what we're doing from our apostle elders on down. We're worshiping Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in spirit and in truth, man. All right? Something that these other camps are not doing. They're worshiping another spirit. They're worshiping another power, man. All right, they're coming in another name and another spirit. Ultimately, the spirit of the spiritual demon Satan.
Yep.
The spirit of this world. Yep. The spirit.
It says, "For the Father seeketh such to worship Him."
That's right, man. That's right.
Yeah, those true worshipers, you know. That's what it's and as we get closer, like I was saying earlier, true worshipers are going to be identified.
Right.
Okay. And they're going to be identified to a point where it's going to be no private it's going to be no interpretation if these are the true worshipers or not. What it says, then shall you know who the prophets are. And so you're going to know. You're going to actually know. You're going to know who the prophets are. Okay, because they're going to be standing firm, mentally stable. Okay, and they're going to have a hedge of protection around them. A supernatural hedge of protection.
Right.
Okay, as well as certain brothers gonna have spiritual powers.
Yeah.
Okay, a main power they're gonna have is the power to heal. Okay, that's gonna bring great fame to Yahweh Shema Shai's name, and that's gonna be an indicator that that man is a man of the Lord. Okay, because Esau, he gonna try to come with his left-handed side miracles. But that's going to what? You gonna have to put a fucking microchip in your body. Yeah. Okay? It's going to be a goddamn cyborg. Or you going to have VR glasses. Esau will allow you to see, but you got to have fucking VR glasses, and then he going to virtually morph pixels and shit. Say, see, look, we make the blind see. No, that's not going to happen like that. With the middle of the Lord, they heal somebody that was blind, and they're going to be able to see. Okay? That happened in the past. And Yahweh Shai said that was something that we was going to do. Okay, certain men. Okay, in these last days, and greater things.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much more all the great things we read in the scriptures? If the Lord said, Yahweh Shai said, we're going to do greater things than that. So it's going to get wild out here, man. All right, which we going to actually need those powers.
Yeah.
That's how wild it's going to get when we going to actually need powers to be able to maneuver. Okay, go ahead.
Jeremiah 5:5. It says, "I will get me unto the great men, and will speak unto them, for they have known the way of Yahweh and the judgment of their power, but these have altogether broken the yoke and burst the bonds."
Yeah, that's right, man. You're talking about the elect, man. All right, from our apostle elders on down, we humbly say that we believe ourselves to be of the hopeful elect. Because when you do a compare and contrast in the scriptures in these different camps, who's fulfilling the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man? You know, all right. These other camps are not. They're not diligent. They're not going into everything. All right, 100% true. Hell, they're not confident in what they say. They speak in, man.
And they got respect the persons.
Yep.
The scriptures tell you, you ain't supposed to have respect the persons in judgment. They don't want, they don't want no kind of controversy. What's the word I'm looking for? They don't want to be known for that. They don't want to be, they'll curse you out. Somebody do something, we ain't saying shit. You're supposed to call out wickedness, man.
Right.
The scriptures tell you you're supposed to rebuke your neighbor. And that's one reason why these other camps don't like GMS, man. We see some wickedness going on, we're going to call it out. As commanded by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You other dudes, you ain't doing that, so who are you really worshiping, man? Then your doctrine is off. You don't want to bring speak about the mark of the beast, which that's the top prophecy right now, man. This whole lockdown is another step towards that mark of the beast, the microchip, man. But you got some dudes out there, they say it's embargo, it's sleeping with white women, it's Christianity. Nah, the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, man. You just because you got a white woman, Esau ain't gonna take her as payment, man. Oh, see, I got a white woman. Let me buy and sell. See, I got one. I got one.
I got two.
So I get a discount. I got two of them. His whole agenda, the agenda of the elites, is to have complete control over you, man. They want to know what you're doing at all times. They want to have records of everything that you do. You can lie and say this your woman.
Yeah.
And then what you gonna pay with? You gonna pay with cash, which the nigga can't track. No, he wants to have complete control over you, man. So what is he gonna do? He's gonna institute that digital currency, man. Which if you did any kind of research on the blockchain, if you tie somebody's ID to it, you're done. Whoever has control over that blockchain, if they know your identity, that's like the worst setup you can have, man. Once your identity's tied to it, you know whose wallet, who the wallet belongs to, you know who they sending money to. You know everything. It's all on the ledger, man. It's all on the blockchain. Every single transaction made. You know, when Bitcoin first came out, you could go all the way back to the first transaction and look up who sent what, man. And that's the kind of system that this man wants to institute.
Total control.
Yep. Then what are you gonna do? If he don't authorize the transaction, you can't. You ain't getting your goods, man. If you're going against him, he gonna shut your wallet down on the blockchain. They show you that in that movie, the new one that came out with Michael B. Jordan at Fahrenheit 451. When somebody was caught reading books, they erased their identity, man. They burn their fingertips off. So they could, the way they identify people was with their fingerprints, biometrics. So if you was caught doing something going against the government, they would erase your identity, man. So you couldn't do shit. You couldn't have no business. You couldn't have no apartment, no house, no car. You was through. You was ostracized, man.
By himself.
Yep. And that's the kind of society that this man wants to set up. To have complete control over you, man. So how can the mark of the beast be anything outside of the RFID microchip? Well, you had one dude say that the RFID microchip can't be used to buy and sell, man. You can't buy and sell with that. You know, that ain't the mark of the beast. Well, that's been proven wrong, man.
Ignorant.
People have put their Bitcoin wallet inside the chip, and they buying and selling with it, man. Well, what was that one place? 3 Square Market. They literally got the chip injected into them so they can make purchases at their job, man. So all signs lead to, you know, the revelation that was given to the Apostle about the RFID microchip being the mark of the beast, man. And if you ain't teaching that, you're either ignorant or you sold out. But you can't be ignorant because we bring it out all the time, man. That's one of the main topics that we go into. You know, we like a broken record when it comes to the mark of the beast. You got it?
Yeah, that's right. You know, cause that's the time that we're in, man. All right. And hey, as more this devil rolls out that agenda, you're gonna see the microchip people getting. It's gonna start off as a convenient thing, a willing thing. See who wants to do it.
Yep.
You know, and then hey, just like he did with this lockdown shit, he was advising you should probably want to stay inside or stay away or social distance and wear a mask. And then what? He just started to enforce it, man. And if you don't do this, you're gonna be fined. You can be jailed.
Yep.
You know,
Draconian measures.
yeah, draconian measures. That's how this devil gets down, man. So how much more when it comes to this the mark of the beast, which is RFID microchip, you have to press out, man. Yeah.
Habakkuk 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Yeah, and we're clearly at the end, man. All right, everything is at an unprecedented level. You know, there's so much science being shown. All right, well, hell, I believe tomorrow evening there's going to be a lunar eclipse. You know, and a full moon. Buck moon. That's a sign. That's a hell of a sign. Hell, just a couple weeks ago they had the solar eclipse, man. Them signs been increasing, man.
And
a lot,
calculated.
yeah, a lot has been transpiring on Earth, man. You know.
Well, yeah, all the signs, especially. I remember 2019. It was hella different.
Yeah, it was.
Different, you know, brothers was doing. I know you did a lot of those videos with different moons.
Yep.
The different lunar moons, the blood moons, the wolf moons. Yeah, you got the fire moons, the pink moons. You know, you have all these different type of moons. And what happened in 2020? All these different events start happening.
Yep.
Right.
Well, there was a scare. Well, 2000 early January, I believe January 2020.
Yep.
People thought it was World War III was about to break off,
Straight up.
and nobody even talks about that no more.
Nope.
But those are just, you know, the Most High just hitting you with little things, and He'll pull it back. Just like the lockdown, He hit you with the lockdown, shake you up, see if you're gonna get your mind right. You know, these are all warnings. Well, the scriptures say in the book of Ezra that these are what do they call them?
Scourges for a minute.
Scourges for amendment.
Right.
Okay. Really, amendment to what? The amendment to change your ways. That's really going to Jake to see these things. But look, you don't have, where's Jake at? You don't have Jake out here. You don't have Jake out here listening. Okay? What is Jay doing? Jay's looking for the next party. Jay's looking for the next, you know, boozy live show, whatever that's on social media and shit, you know?
Next challenge over there.
Yeah, the next challenge. The cayenne pepper challenge. You know, the plank challenge. You got something, brother?
No, I got it. It's Ezekiel 33 and 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh.
Okay, read 30?
Yeah, Ezekiel 33 and 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying,
that proves that Jake knows about the Israelites. Everybody knows. Everybody knows about the Israelites. My dad called me about the Israelites. I'm all like, oh my goodness, here we go. I was telling you about this years back, but that's the spirit. Why? Because the Lord, he's literally pushing out that spirit out there. Why? So you don't have no excuse. You don't have no excuse. And that's why the Lord, he has us come out here week after week, okay, month after month, year after year, and we singing the same song. We have not changed the song. If anything, we're getting more aggressive with the song. We're singing the song even louder, if anything. Okay, telling you that, hey, look, we're closer to this man locking down every fucking thing. Okay, draconian law, martial law, and we saw remnants of that. You people have never experienced military in the fucking streets.
Yeah.
A couple weeks back, there was military in the fucking streets. Okay? But that didn't scare Jake. That didn't wake Jake up. That didn't, oh shit.
Yeah.
What they were saying, it can at least possibly be true. But as the scripture saying, Isaiah the 1st chapter, Jake, my people don't even consider. So it's going to hit the so-called black, Latino, and Native American man, it's going to literally hit their ass as a thief in the night.
Yep.
When all these things are actually happening right before your fucking eyes, but you can't see it, but we're not mad because that's the angel that's blocking it. But we're still going to tell you about it because the elect have to be drawn into this thing. So we're only here for the elect. And, you know, we're gonna curse you 2/3 out because when the judgment comes, they're going to like, did I tell you to clean the room? You heard me say that, right? So now the judgment time.
Well, and if we don't tell them, then their blood is on our hands.
Exactly.
Yep. St. John 15 and 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sinned, but now they have no cloak for their sin.
Yeah, they don't have no cloak for their sin now. When Yahushua came, okay? Yahushua basically, he came to bring us back to the Father. Because Jake was told, they didn't know who they were. Jake knew who they were at that point. But you had a large remnant of our people that forgot who they were. Now let's fast forward into this time. The majority of these people don't know who the hell they are. They literally don't. You ask the so-called black man what's their nationality, ask 100 black men, you literally gonna get 100 different answers. That's how destroyed you are. But Jake does not consider that. So the Lord, he came back to basically, there is no excuse now, okay? You don't have excuse. I didn't know. You didn't, because there is a law in the scriptures, the law of ignorance. Okay. So you're not ignorant to this now. You're privy. Okay, this is not a private thing no more. Okay, the Lord said he sold his secret to his servants, the prophets. So he put the secrets into the prophets, and then what did the Lord tell? He said, what I tell you in secret, that shall you say in the rooftops. Okay, you gonna get that? I was thinking about that scripture. Is it Matthew, like 11?
Matthew
10 or 11? Yeah. If you can find that.
So where do men come from? You say Jesus is a Negro, not a white man. So where do men come from?
Man comes from the earth.
No, but where he come from?
What do you mean? Who?
You say Jesus is not a Negro, not a white man.
No. It says Jesus is a Negro, not a white man.
Okay, so where did he come from?
He's a so-called black man.
Huh?
He's a so-called Jesus.
Where does man come from?
I just told you, he come from the earth.
Yeah,
okay.
So what did God say? God said I came down. He said I made man in my image. He said I made man in my image.
So you already know the question?
No, I'm just
You already know the answer? Are you gonna allow me to explain it?
Yeah, explain it.
Okay, thank you. Can you? Well, let's just get it. No, you don't have to get it. Man came from the heavens. The spirit of man came from the heavens, but our flesh comes from the earth. Yeah. All right. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the lesson.
Yeah, to say Matthew 10 in verse start at verse 26. We'll start 25. It says, "It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his lord. If they call the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household?"
Yeah, so how much more are they gonna look at us in a derogatory way? They're gonna call us all type of names, and that's what the brothers reading. That's what they're doing. That's linking up right there in the spirit. That's what they're doing. They're talking about the Israelites. You don't think these so-called black and Hispanic celebrities? You think they don't talk about the Israelites? Or you don't think they talk shit? You don't think they watch videos and curse Jake out? You know, send these videos, you know, different message apps, you know. Oh, look at this, you know.
Making memes out of our culture, out of their heritage.
See that right there?
And telling,
see that right there? See them two brothers right there?
And telling Esau on us too.
People see color. God said I made man in my image. When he came down, he made us all as one.
All right now.
Verse 26.
You're right, brother.
"Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed."
There's nothing covered, okay, that shall not be revealed. That's what Jake has done. Jake is totally destroyed. Okay, so when Jake start getting put to death on an all-time level, don't feel sorry for no nigga, man. You think I'm gonna shed one tear for a fucking nigga? You must be out of your mind. I'm gonna be praising y'all about Shemal Shai. Okay, because you niggas deserve every last inch of pain that you're gonna get. Well, the scriptures say death by pain. So, cause you try to tell Jake don't want to hear. Look, Jake don't want to hear what you gotta say. They already had an answer. They got it already. A nigga could be on it. He's doing bad. Put it like that. Y'all didn't see what he was doing super bad. All right, every brother here was doing way better than men. Okay, but he got it. All right, he looked like he was homeless, on drugs, all that, but he got the breakdown. Okay, but what he telling you? Well, can you read that again?
It says, "Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed."
There's nothing covered that shall not be revealed. So yeah, the name has been revealed. Where we came from has been revealed. Okay.
So like the image of the Lord has been revealed.
There you go.
Revelation,
There you go. Everything's been revealed. Well, Revelation.
Yeah, Revelation, the book of Revelation.
Hey, brother, you can jump in. It's locked in. You can jump in anytime. You know what I mean? It's yours. You know, it's locked.
And it says, "And hid that shall not be known."
That anything that's hid that shall not be known. Oh, the Illuminati.
Right.
The bankers. Okay, Esau, Edom himself. Who is the wicked? The wicked have been revealed. That's why we know who's doing all these things in the planet Earth, because the wicked has been revealed. It is the so-called white race. Okay, starting with the wicked elite bankers, which are nothing but witches and warlocks, which are doing nothing but casting spells all around the world. Right now, as we speak, they casting all type of spells.
Yeah.
All this imagery that you're seeing, that's a spell. Okay, Adidas, that you got the pyramid. Okay, Nike, that goes back to Roman gods. Everything goes back to some type of Greek or Roman god, some type of mythology, some type of custom of the ancient deity. Okay, that's what Babylon was founded on. It was created on witchcraft, man. It was founded on that. It wasn't created in the image of, it wasn't created by the Most High. It wasn't, I would say it wasn't, founded by the Most High principles. Okay, the Most High was with it. No, he wasn't with this place. Okay, the Lord, and that's why the Lord is destroying this place. All right, right before your eyes, locked down, and you expect the second wave to be fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, he gonna lock you niggas down in the second wave. All right, and then he gonna tell you, and then he gonna force you to get a vaccination because you're predisposed to these different to the COVID. And what does niggas do? Niggas is dancing, niggas is singing, niggas is playing games. Okay, niggas on the block don't even know what the hell is going on. Don't even know Esau's preparing to roll on your ass. And he showed you remnants of that. All right? He showed you remnants of that when he had the military out here. Okay, deep with assault rifles. Okay? But they had a what? They had a stay away order. They had a fall back order. They didn't shoot nobody. Okay, nothing that was actually pushed out. Could have been some skirmishes. But they were like, oh, it's not the time. It's not time yet. The Lord hasn't released Esau yet on you niggas. But the Lord will release Esau on you niggas, okay? But it said that the devil, he knew he had a short time. He gonna come in. And we see this damn devil coming in. This nigger.
Verse 27. What I tell you in darkness,
What I tell you in darkness, because this was a secret. Okay, the Spirit revealed, but when I tell you in darkness, go ahead.
that speak ye in light.
Speak ye in light. Are we not in the light? It said, let your light shine before men. Are we not shining our light? But see, this world is in outer darkness. So here it is, you've been living in outer darkness. Your eyes are adapted to the dark. Okay?
It's like John 3rd chapter, men love darkness rather than
There
light.
you go. So when the light comes on you, like, oh shit, I gotta turn around. I don't wanna look at the light. It's blinding me. I'm cool where I'm at. And that's where Jake, when I say Jake, you Israelites, that's where you feel that you got it already. God knows your heart. Okay? God knows your heart that is wicked.
Yep.
That's what he do know.
It says, what I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what you hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetop.
Are we not on the housetops? This is spiritually the housetop. You'll get on the housetop to be able to speak to a multitude of people and everybody hear you. Okay, almost like an amphitheater. Okay, like an amphitheater effect. Okay, you on a house, like somebody on a house speaking? Like, man, you know, it gotta be important. But see, Jay doesn't look at this as important, but watch, just wait until shit really start going down. They're gonna be looking for Jake, they're gonna be searching for the Israelites, they're gonna be searching for the videos. Easter gonna take the videos off. You're not gonna be able to search them videos. You're gonna pull out your big ass Bible, mama, grandma's big ass Bible she gave you, okay, for your birthday, and you're gonna try to go through the precepts. You're gonna get twisted and turned up. Okay, it's gonna be a stumbling block for the people. Okay, you done with that? Okay, tomorrow you gotta finish that. Finish that.
It's Ezekiel 33 and 30. It says, also thou son of man, the children of thy people are still talking against
Talking
me
shit.
by the walls and in the doors of the houses.
What does that represent? Their houses. Their places that they dwell in. Go ahead.
And speak one to another, every one to his brother.
There you go. One to another, everyone to his brother. So they speaking about us. They speaking about the men of the Lord, the Israelites. Okay? Go ahead.
Saying, come I pray you and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord.
Is crazy. Look at the cursing on the same white man. Yeah, this and that, you know. Or they saying death to everybody. All right, but they pass all the talks we have about, building up the nation. Of course, we speak about death. That's written in the scriptures. Get real quick, Jeremiah 28. We speak about destruction. Yeah, we're gonna speak about destruction because we're in that time of destruction. It says in Ecclesiastes, what is that? The 3rd chapter, for every time there's a season. We can hold that too. Okay, so there's a time and a season to talk about everything else, but they'll skip all the things that we're telling you. Hey, this is the name of the Lord. Okay, you were the Israelites. That goes in one ear and out the other. Yeah. Okay, they only want to hear and listen to what they want to hear and listen to. Okay, it's called selective listening. Okay, go ahead, brother. Yeah, we're going to finish that up. Yeah.
Verse 31, and they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words.
Yeah, they hear. They hear the words. They just hear the words. That's all. They just hear it. They have ears. They just hear it. But that doesn't... Go ahead.
Well, the scripture said, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceive your own self.
Can you get Isaiah 29? I think it's Isaiah 29:13.
And they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
They're not going to do them. So they hear the words, but they're not going to do the words. So all you Jakes that are watching the videos right this second, you're literally not going to do you're not going to do the words. Yeah. You are not moved with fear. Okay, you really don't even think this is true. Okay, you think it's good. You think it's fucking good. The Most High is going to destroy you, man. The Most High is going to destroy you, Jakes, that think it's good. Okay? That are settled on your lead. So we know 2/3 of our people are not going to keep the words. Alright? Go ahead. With the words of life. This is going to be your protection. Go ahead.
For with their mouth they show much love.
Yeah, and I think that was when Isaiah got it. Yeah, go ahead, read that.
It's Isaiah 29:13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as his people draw near me with their mouth,
See, with their mouth. We were just reading that right now. Go ahead.
and with their lips do honor me,
Yeah, they talk a good game. Jake talks a great game, man. You think, man, you can fool Gmssf easily. What was that that interview with Nick Cannon? What was the other dude? Professor. You got a professor at the beginning of his name. So you already know Jake gonna listen to him. You know he's a man of God. He's a conscious man. He's a spiritual man. He knows what he's talking about. Go ahead.
it says, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me.
Yeah, your heart. Your heart is totally far from Yahweh Shemashai. Okay? You literally are totally in a polar opposite direction of where you should be going. Where you should be going. Okay? You're literally going down the drain, right along with America. Okay? That's why when all these things, when these these moratoriums, they get lifted. Okay, when that unemployment, that extra 600 a week, July, I think like 25th or some shit like that. When that shit gets lifted, when your unemployment's gonna run out at the end of the year.
Yeah.
When that shit gets lifted, okay, when there is no more jobs, you are already fired from your job. Okay. When they say, okay, you need to pay your rent now. It's been with a moratorium 3, 4, 5 months. So when that happens, you're gonna be begging, Trump, can you give us a place to stay? You're gonna be begging a so-called white man for a place to stay when you should be begging Yahweh Shemashai.
Yeah.
Okay? That's who you should be begging for the things that you need, praying to, but you're not. See, Jake don't have faith. Jake doesn't believe. Okay? So in these last days, you're gonna see the ones who believe and the ones who don't believe. And ones are gonna be the haves and the have-nots. Okay? You're gonna try to get on the team with the haves, and you're not gonna be able to do that. Okay? Go ahead.
And their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men.
And their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men. These pastors, these spiritual men, they tell you everything as long as you love God. God knows your heart. He hates the sin, not the sinner.
Prosperity doctrine.
Yeah, that prosperity doctrine. Everything's gonna be all right. You're on the right path. God bless you. Nah, that's not how it goes. But that's the fear towards Yahweh Shemashai. They don't tremble. Can you get that in Psalms, the 2nd chapter? It might be the verse 7. I forget. It said rejoice when what is when you're with yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah. Okay, yep.
Psalms chapter 2, verse 11, serve the Lord with fear.
See, serve the Lord with fear. True fear, not the fear that these phony pastors and spiritual men and also these different Israelite leaders. Okay, go ahead.
And rejoice with trembling.
And rejoice with trembling, man. Why? Because the Most High can get you, man. You think it's all good? Hey, we're all worthy of death. Okay, but Yahweh Shemashai, He has mercy. His mercy, what it said, mercy rejoices over judgment.
Yeah.
Okay, so we received that mercy, and we want to stay in that circle of mercy, in those hands of mercy, in the shadow of mercy. Okay, which is Yahweh Shemashai, and doing His will, not being willful, not doing what the world is doing, not being joined unto the world. Okay, living in pleasure, because all that pleasure is about to end. It's about to stop. Okay, you can't even go to the movies, man.
Yeah.
You can't go to the movies. You can't. Very few barbershops are open. See, a lot of clubs are shut down, closed. So much so you got to go to fucking underground places. Okay. Go ahead.
It says, kiss the Son, lest he be angry.
Yep. Well, Yahushua will come and get you. He gonna zap you with a missile.
Yeah.
All right. You supposed to kiss the Son, which is what? Get into this word.
Right.
That's how you kiss the Son, showing affection. Because when in ancient Israel, what did we do? We kiss each other. Okay. You kiss them on the neck. They still do that in certain Middle Eastern customs and the Italians. They do it for their jakes. You ain't gonna kiss no brother, man. Brother, look at you kiss a brother. Brother, look at you all fucking crazy. But we did that because the scriptures say that we were tender and delicate. Okay? Go ahead.
Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled but a little.
Yeah, his wrath is kindled but a little. Go ahead.
Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
Blessed are all they that put their trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, okay? In Yahweh Shai, because he came down and he laid the way for us. Okay? He paved the way for us. Okay? He allowed us to be joined back to Yahweh, to Yahweh. Okay? And to receive mercy. Okay? By his sacrifice. So are we not living sacrifices? See, Israelites, you don't want to be a sacrifice. You want to live in pleasure in this world. In the pleasure of this world, they're pretty much getting shut down.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of these businesses, they're being literally just closed down. Okay? People really don't know what's going to happen. They're in a constant state of anxiety and fear. And I was reading some, certain things. Basically, stress is a big factor of why people are actually sick. It's actually really stress. Now, the foods that you eat in your body, they can basically duplicate stress also because they're stressors on the system. Okay, because they're processed, high salt, high fat, your diet's all messed up. But stress in general, which this is a westernized society, all that stress, that's a killer. That's an actual killer. It puts you in a state of fight or flight, what they call it, so to speak. Okay, high cortisol, high adrenaline. Okay, and that's a negative affection. So you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if your business is going to be able to open. You saved up all this money. You had aspirations and dreams to make it, in an NFL career. You working out every fucking morning, putting hell upon your body. You studying in the books, trying to get to that high level college. You just entered into medical school. Okay, you 100, 200K in debt. And then shut down. Boom, 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 boom. You're done. And the government's not trying to help you. You're getting fucked. Okay? That's what's going to happen. You people are about to get fucked. All right? And we've been telling you. The Spirit of the Lord has been on us to tell you. Okay? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
This precept is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord.
Yeah, Jake, Israel. You have forsaken the Lord. Look, consider our situation and why we're here under the so-called white men and other nations. They don't consider that. They don't even give a shit. They don't care. They're totally fine, okay, being under the so-called white man. Living in the hood, living in the ghetto. They're totally fine with that, man. Jake is a goddamn slave. They're okay. You see all these Edomites, man, you don't even know how these Edomites be living. These Edomites are living good. They got the best of the best. Right along with the other nations. Okay, and when they come into the city, they look at you niggas. They talk all type of shit about you. Okay, but they close their mouth when they are in close proximity. But now, hey, Karen, she ain't closing her mouth.
Karen fucking up.
She going wild. She pulling out pistols. You know what I mean?
The husband in the car just sitting, she the man.
See? Yeah, and she was holding it. That was a professional way of holding that shit.
Yep.
That wasn't just a nigga pull out a pistol and drop it. That was a professional way how you hold it with two hands. That was a professional way of holding it. So you already know her shot is on point. Okay? And what do they have intentions to do? To shoot and to kill you black and Hispanics. Okay?
On the corner of Common.
It says, but ye are they that forsake the Lord, that have forgotten my holy mountain.
You have forgotten the Lord's holy mountain. You have forgotten the mother of us all. You forgot who your power was, who your power is. Excuse me. All right, you forgot who you were. You literally don't even fucking know who you are.
Right.
Genuinely, you can not one so-called black, Hispanic, Native American come up here and tell me genuinely that they know who the fuck they are, because they don't. You be lying, unless you tell me you're Israelite. Now we're talking. Outside of that, if you genuinely think you're something else, you're confused. You're totally confused and your mind is warped.
Yep.
Bottom line,
That's what was happening in that Canon class episode. They was talking about a whole bunch
All
of
type of shit. I couldn't even watch it.
It's hell.
I couldn't even go. I watched a little bit of it. I was like, oh my
It's
goodness.
complete hell on the mind.
I'm gonna try to jump in there and watch it, you know, a little bit here and there, but you can get totally bugged out. That guy Nick Cannon's a complete bug out.
He's all over the place.
And you know what? They are the leaders of our people.
Right.
Our people literally look at them as spiritual leaders. Cause this nigga made cause a nigga makes a rap song, you look up to him. Now whatever he say is golden. Whatever he said. Okay, he's your leader now. But in his music, he's talking about shooting niggas, killing niggas, okay, pimping hoes,
Yep.
riding dirty,
Stunning on niggas.
stunning. But he's your leader now.
The nigga on the Dr. Sebi guy, now he's a leader.
Got it.
You niggas are done. You're totally finished. You're done.
Yep.
All right. Fuck the 2/3. The 2/3 are done. Don't worry about the 2/3.
Yeah.
Okay, the 2/3 are going to be destroyed. All right. Bottom line. Don't worry about Jake. Worry about yourself and the elect.
Right.
Okay, that's what you need to worry about is keeping the faith. Because the 2/3, you see Jake is not. If Jake don't get, hey, look, we're at the point. If Jake don't got it now, they ain't gonna get it. Now the Lord, he gonna work miracles. Let the Lord work. Don't worry about that. The elect gonna come in, but don't fucking worry about the 2/3 because they're gonna be destroyed. All right, Esau gonna get them niggas. Go ahead.
That prepared a table for that troop, and that furnished the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword.
Therefore will I number you to the sword. Why doesn't a Christian church? Why doesn't a Christian pastor tell you that?
Yep.
The Lord is literally about to number you, Jake, to the sword, and you're actually his people. Why? Because you're disobedient. You won't listen. You're hard-headed. Okay? What do they say? What does Jake say? A hard head make a soft behind. Okay, so the Lord, he's about to open up on Jake. We've been saying this for years, from our apostle elders on down, that the so-called white man's gonna come, he's gonna destroy you. He gonna basically say, okay, you got the COVID, we need to test you to test. You get, man, you're out of there. You get tested,
Oh, man,
you're done. When has the so-called white man ever done anything good for you?
Yep.
Okay, he came over to America. He gave the Native Americans smallpox, what you would call modern day anthrax. Okay, he used biological warfare. Okay, in these different conflicts, he used biological warfare. You think this man ain't gonna do that again? You think he ain't doing it already?
Yep.
What do you think AIDS is? Nobody even talks about AIDS anymore. I believe it was in the 90s. It was all about AIDS, or I think it was the 90s. It was disproportionately affecting who? So-called black people. Jake. Okay, the same things are happening. The so-called white man has always attacked you. He's sick to the police force on you. Okay, he's sick to these different policies to basically put you in a situation that you're in and keep you in a situation that you're in. He even weaponized your music.
Yeah.
Okay, he weaponized food. All right, he weaponized his media. Okay, he weaponized the black woman.
Oh yeah.
Well, she was already a demon, but he made her even he fine-tuned it. He fine-tuned the demon. He started working with the demon, and they started collaborating. Okay, picking them off each other's spirit. Go ahead. For what? To come against the man. Okay, go ahead.
Therefore will I number you to the sword.
Yeah, that's why the Most High, Yahweh Shemashai, he's about to number you, Jake, to the sword, man. The sword is literally coming right now. The sword is here. That's Esau Edom. Okay, that's this FEMA truth. Okay, that's all these grocery stores getting shut down. The brother did a video down there where Monterey he had where he had the troops out there. He had the troops rationing food. So it's already happening in different pockets of America. It just haven't happened in these large cities, but we've seen, a scare of food being scarce for a week, 2 weeks. People rushing to grocery stores. Okay, and it's gonna come a point to where they say, hey, look, you're not tested. You can't go and get food. And it's not like Jake, can go and hire somebody to go pick up food like Instacart or anything. You got to go do it yourself. All right, so Esau, Edom, he has already had these things in his mind how he's going to destroy you. He set it all up, but that's Yahweh Shema Shai sicken Esau on you, 2/3 of you Jakes. Okay, you disobedient Israelites. Okay, so here it is, we're in a fucking lockdown, and Jake ain't up here listening. And we was reading the scripture, Jake watching the videos. This ain't changing you. This is just something to hear. This is just like I can't go to the clubs. I'm gonna listen to this.
Pastime.
It's a pastime. Or I want to hear it. I'm gonna skip through to where they curse somebody out.
Yep.
That's all Jake want. That's why Jake attacks these different Israelite groups. That's all cursing people out in the controversy, and they out there in where riots and shit are at. Marches. Jake like controversy. Jay don't want to hear the pure words. Jay don't want to hear anything that can heal them. They don't want to be healed. These words heal you. Jay don't want to be converted. They want to stay in that low state. They want to stay here in Babylon, which you know what? You are going to stay in Babylon. You're going to be part of Babylon, okay? Your flesh is going to be burnt to a crisp, okay? Go ahead.
Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
Yeah, you shall all bow down to the slaughter. 2/3 of our people, they're all going to be destroyed. Don't worry about the 2/3. Fuck the 2/3, okay? Jake is not trying to get this word. Jake is not trying to serve Yahweh Shema Shai. They got another covering on them. They're heathens. When you look at these niggas are heathens. Okay, and that goes for all the tribes. Now the Lord could wake them up, but they got to repent. Okay? If Jake is not trying to repent, move away. Don't deal with none of these people out here in the world. Okay? Deal with your close family and that's it. Okay? Fuck your brother. Okay? Your sister. Unless they ain't helping you out or something. Your auntie that want you to come. Use wisdom. But they ain't talk about what's about to happen. They ain't building you up in the spirit. They trying to tear you down.
Yeah.
Because they're part of the world. All these people are part of the world. And they gonna literally be part of the world of America when those missiles hit, man. Okay, when they ass get burnt up to a crisp. And these people need it. Okay? These fucking people need to get burnt up into a crisp. Look at them. It's in their eyes. You can look at them in the eyes and they saying, burn me to a crisp. Okay? Look at their lifestyle. It's not a life, it's a death style. Alright? And they hate the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. Alright? Go ahead.
Because when I called, you did not answer.
So the Lord actually allowed his prophets to come out and call unto you. He's calling unto you right now as we speak. The little time that we have left. He's calling unto you. Go ahead.
When I spake, you did not hear.
When I spake, you did not hear. Can you get that proverb? When I spake, you did not what?
When I spake, you did not hear.
So the Lord is speaking. That's Hebrews the first chapter real quick. Just to prove that, how the Lord speaks. From the top.
This is Hebrews 1:1. The Most High, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
By the prophets. The fathers of who? That's Israel. But he spake. Read it again, Babu Bashar. Just so you know that the prophet is the actual mouthpiece of Yahweh Shema Shai. And you have to take it as that. You can't take, this is a man. Okay? No. Yeah, he is a man, but there's a difference. Alright? The Lord speaks through men. Okay, but not just any man, not just any nigga out there that wants to open up the Bible. Okay, and it's a lot out there. Okay, go ahead.
Hebrews 1:1. The Most High, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
So the Lord, he spake to the Father, he spake to the Israelites by what? By the prophets. So we are the what? We are the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? Go ahead and read that. Okay, Con.
It's in Matthew 10:20. For it is not ye that speak.
There you go.
But the Spirit of your Father who speaketh in you.
So when you read about, how the Spirit will come upon a prophet, when you read about the Old Testament, they'll start prophesying. It's essentially the same thing. The Spirit is on us to prophesy and to come out and tell you these things, okay? To tell you these things before they happen, okay? Because that's Yahweh Shema Shai, basically putting out his hand of mercy. So when the sword comes, When the sword comes, that's it, man. That's the judgment. You can't turn back the judgment. Once the judge hits the gavel,
Yeah, that's it.
that was the judgment. Okay? That's it. That was it on that? Time. Okay, we'll go to that when we'll jump back to that.
Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, stand ye in the old way, stand ye in the ways, and see and ask for the old path.
The old path is what? It's the scriptures. The path of our fathers, which we lost that, but now it has returned unto us. Okay, in the land of drawing waters, they shall rehearse the righteous acts. Okay, which is what? The law, statutes, commandments. All the things that were written in the scriptures that we performed. Okay, that we were commanded, that we made an oath with Yahweh Shema Shai to do. Okay, go ahead.
It says, where is the good way, and walk therein.
Where is the good way? Because Jake is trying to find these different ways. That's why you Israelites are so pulled in different directions. Okay, I'm conscious, or there's many different branches of consciousness. It's a smorgasbord of bullshit. New Wapians, and then you got Egyptian, and this and that, and then you got some other shit that a nigga just made up. All right? You got Christians, and you got different denominations and different belief sections of Christianity. And then even within the church, everybody believes different things. Okay, one person come and pull you to being Islam because because you don't know the good path.
Even when you come within Israel, you still gotta be led to that straight gate.
So, the gate of destruction is what? It's wide. The gate of destruction is very wide.
Yep.
So it's all type of different spirits out there that basically are led to destruction. And there's only one spirit that leads to life. Literally, there's only one spirit that leads to life, and that's Yahweh Shai.
God.
There's only one truth. Okay? And there's all different types of spirits out there to get you destroyed.
Well, Jake can say, "Oh, I'm living my truth."
There you go.
I'm living my truth. It's only one truth, man.
That's right.
How you living your truth? It's only one truth.
Well, your truth is a lie.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
There you go.
In your mind, 1 + 1 = 8, but in reality, it equals 2, man.
Yeah.
See, Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you just go down any path, man. You ain't trying to differentiate between the difference of evil and good, man. And Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is telling you to choose the good way, man. You want to be in everything else outside of what Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai told you to get into, man. Which is causing you to be destroyed out here, man. That's the reason why you got all these diseases on you. You know, hypertension, liver disease, diabetes, you know, high blood pressure.
You're predisposed to the COVID.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why? Because you not seeking that good way.
And that's the only way.
Yep.
That's right.
Well, you're a target. All right, who's this vaccine really for? They don't say, oh, we got to help these poor white people. Oh, these white people, they need it. Or these Asians, these immigrants coming from all over the place with a fucking disease coming over. No, they want to use it on you Native Americans and you so-called black people, man.
Well, wouldn't you think that they will? The first ones who get it will be the Chinese?
That's where it
Yeah.
comes from. The wet markets, right?
Don't you think they would have quarantined Chinatown?
That's what I'm saying. Aren't they predisposed because they got family members coming? I mean,
Well,
wouldn't that
don't
make
they eat
sense?
fucking bats? Right? They eat all kinds of shit.
They run the wet market.
They run the wet market. They trap out the wet market. But they want to get a nigga that can go to Popeyes every day, man. Or a fucking Indian that just eat fry bread and shit, man. See, the Most High is going to kill you guys, man. That's what it's all it'll lead to.
Yep.
They want to vaccinate you. And then Esau is such a dumbass. He's saying that, well, the elderly and black people don't have that much vitamin D. Oh my goodness. First and foremost, the main source of vitamin D comes from the sun. Okay? If you're an Edomite, if you get too much exposure to the sun, what do you get? A skin cancer.
Yeah.
Sunburn.
Yeah.
You get killed. But so-called melanated people, right, dark-skinned people, starting with the so-called black man, you hang out in the sun, you're good on your vitamin D.
Well, Esau's pseudoscience is
that don't work.
that don't work because the dark skin, it doesn't absorb the vitamin D. It takes longer for the so-called dark skin to absorb vitamin D. That's the pseudoscience.
Yeah,
he
which
has
is a
out there.
fucking lie.
Exactly.
That's why you can't believe this white man. You can't believe anything this devil says. Well, it says you gotta look at it, take it with a grain of salt, man. And
filter through what the script of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. If you're not spiritual, you're a bug out, you're a Nuwapian, you're a new age, whatever. Well, now a new thing to be conscious is to be all in astrology.
That's been the thing.
That's been the thing.
You niggas are witches, man. Straight up.
Yeah.
You worship the spiritual demon saints. Some of you do it outright.
Yeah.
Some of you do it unknowingly. Yeah. You know, but the majority of our people is into that astrology madness, man. But you go into the origins of it, came straight from Babylon, which the Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he was completely against the customs of Babylon, man. But see, this is what Yahweh Shem Yahushai is talking about right here. Jeremiah 6:16, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, not this new bullshit that's out here, man. You know, you attaching yourself to everything else under the sun outside of the old way. What was your forefathers into, man? You don't even know who your forefathers were. No. Oh, we was Egyptian, brother. Then you go to another nigga, he'd say we was Arabs. Another nigga said we the Moabites.
We Asiatic.
Yeah, we the Moabites, man. So which one is it? You know?
Or he'll say, we're so mixed in together here that you can't know who you are.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
You out your damn mind. That's what's going on.
Yeah,
man.
that's a guy that's completely drunk off of philosophy. Okay? And that's basically our people are drunk and they're staggering. They might look upright, but they're literally drunk, staggering. Okay?
It says in Acts for the old paths, where is the good way?
Yeah, where is the good way? This is the only way. This is the good way right here, as we that are contained in the scriptures, man. Life.
Yep.
Where can you go in the scriptures and actually implement the things that Yahweh Shemashai told us to do, and it was bad? Something bad happened. No, everything it's gonna be good. It's gonna be life. Okay. Yahweh Shemashai said, if we were to do all these things, we were going to receive all these blessings. And Jake was getting blessed, man. Well, he said, Jeshurun waxed fat and he kicked. What happened? Jake started doing good and they forgot about Yahweh Shemashai. Because they was doing big. You had all type of wives. You had vineyards. Okay, you had land. You had gold. Okay, you had all type of businesses. Because the Most High, what? He was blessing us.
God.
And slaves.
Yep.
You had slaves, servants. Jake was doing good, man. Jake was chilling.
And a lot of, some people might not realize we was a superpower, man. We was a major superpower back when we had our kingdom established, man, under Solomon, under King David, when David put all the other nations down. When Solomon was in power, he had people coming from outside of that area to come visit him, man.
Well, to bring tribute.
Yep. Bring tribute. Had all kind of imports coming in.
Acknowledging him as the king of the world. Not just the king of Israel. Because you never hear that another king giving tribute to a king. But Solomon was that high level.
Yep. Yeah, he was on a high level, man. And Jake, trusted in that. We did this by ourselves. See, look how we doing, man. We don't need the Lord no more. This chapter actually goes into it a little bit. It says, "Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls."
You shall find rest for your souls. That's why we are spiritually rested. Okay. That's going to ultimately come in the kingdom fully, but you can't find rest here in Babylon. It says that this is not your rest, but through the hope that we are going to be delivered, that gives your soul rest. Okay. The truth shall set you free, as the scripture said. It sets your mind free out of the clutter of Babylon, out of the clutter of this world, out of the lies and the deceit, okay, in the facade of this world, okay, the false reality, because this is a false fucking reality.
Yep.
Okay, the American dream, you can just work, you can work hard, and then you can have it all.
Yeah.
That's bullshit, man. Look at Jake.
Try to work now. Where you gonna work at?
You can't. It's locked down. You can't work. You literally, Esau can come and grab your ass up and lock you up because you want to work.
Yeah, right now you can't live the American dream unless you're essential. If you ain't essential, the American dream is closed to you, man. How about that? We'll show you that this whole society is a farce.
And it was never really built. It was never really that's the so-called white man. That's for the so-called white man. Okay, the Edomites. It was never, the American dream was never given or actually spoken about for the benefit of you so-called blacks, man, Native Americans. Because the American dream, Gad was living the American dream.
Yeah.
They was doing whatever the hell they wanted to do. They had numbered land. They had all type of shit. Okay, civilizations. If you want to talk about the American dream, autonomy, Gad, Reuben, Issachar, as well as all the other tribes. Yeah, what happened? Esau came and put them down. So that dream was destroyed. Once that happened, it was destroyed.
Yep.
Okay?
It wasn't even called America back then. Right? And there's no such thing as an American. Dumbasses.
Yeah.
Proud to be an American. First of all, you go to South America, they think they're Americans.
Yep.
And they look at Americans like, what the fuck?
Yep.
We're all Americans.
Yeah, that's what they think.
And they look at white people like, you're not American, you come from somewhere else. That's how they think of the rest of the America, so to speak. Right? And so no one here in this country, you want to look at your passport, it says U.S. citizen. It don't say American. Right? You're a citizen, you're a captive of the U.S. government, man. And then when they signed the Declaration of Independence on July the 4th, 1776, or wherever the hell they did it, right? What were you niggas doing, man? Where was the Native American? What was wrong with you? What was happening?
They was waiting for Juneteenth.
You hear it as using hardcore bondage and slavery at that time, man. They didn't care about that. And the British, America, you wanted to get away from the British, the 13 colonies. But why was the British so rich? Why are they so powerful, man? They're the top slave traders. All right? They traded all the slaves, man. They controlled that market. They cornered that shit, man. And America had enough of them. They didn't need to ship them in no more. They were reproducing them and keeping it going, man. Or smuggling them.
Yep.
Okay? And we were what? Not even humans. Not even a citizen. We weren't even 3/5 yet. That had to come out. That had to come when they had the 3/5 compromise, man. That was after America was set up. So it's all bullshit, man. You want to celebrate the fourth? Then we used to call it the 4th of July, man. Independence Day, man. You got to wear a mask on Independence Day. You can't get service if you're not wearing a mask. Well, San Francisco had in 1918 when they did the mask thing. Back then, 20 years ago, 100 years ago, what happened? They had an anti-mask league. Esau was bucking up, man. So what's going on? People are bucking up right now. Trump don't wear a mask. He don't need to wear one. So why the fuck should we? You don't need to wear one. Why? Because you're totally controlled, all right? You don't have power like Trump, all right? You gotta comply. You gotta show everybody that you believe in this bullshit ass science, man. You believe in a virus that don't exist, man. Or if it does exist, it ain't gonna kill you. Keep going.
It says, but they said, we will not walk therein. Also, I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet.
Yeah, we're the watchmen, man. That's what we're doing. Well, that's what we're telling you what's happening, what's been happening. We're sounding the trumpet. We're letting you know. This white man, he's about to roll out this mandatory vaccination. The second wave, the pestilence, the plague. Well, now they're talking about swine flu.
Yeah.
A different type of swine flus out there, a new influenza. But what do they call that first one, the 1918, about 100 years ago? And you gotta think about it, right? They were saying in 1920 and 1921, all that time period, as World War I was ending.
Yep.
All right, they were passing the Federal Reserve. Okay, they were doing all that. Shalom. They was doing all those moves, man. Now 100 years later, it's coming back. Now they're gonna have to establish a new bank.
Yep.
But this bank ain't gonna be a Federal Reserve, man. It's gonna be an RFID microchip, man, connected to the beast, the mark of the beast. Right? Oh, there's gonna be a famine. There's gonna be a new pestilence. Look, now it's the COVID-19, the coronavirus. Keep going.
It says, also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken.
Yeah, like Professor Griff, right? I remember listening to this guy before the truth. He'd be going into the elites. Are you following me? Are you following me? Right? This nigga would always say that in his presentations. Yeah, he'd have a projector. I remember that shit, man. He'd go away, he'd talk about the Illuminati, but then it would start. Like, what? He'd go into some African shit, 5%ers. First of all, you're a 5%er. That's not even a whole number. You're a ratio. You're a bug out. You're a 5%. What does that even mean, man? That's not in the Bible. It's not in the scriptures. Ain't no 5%er running society right now, man. Those are full-blown Edomites up there. Yeah, our people want to listen to what this nigga got to say. And he going to say that the Bible was taken, or stories that were taken from the Africans.
Hey, yo, show mine, man.
Okay, so, all right, so let's say that is the case. What about Egypt? What about that? That was a global event. Everybody, we're talking about how other nations trembled at the sight or the sound of hearing about the Israelites. Why was that? Because of Egypt. Because we were us getting delivered out of Egypt, and our Lord bringing judgment on that place.
Where's that story at in so-called African history? A nation is
in,
trembling at him, you know?
In African folklore, right? Where was that story about the Egyptian captivity, the Exodus?
What about the creation?
What about the creation? Yeah, where's
you go on the Egyptian creation, the creation of these, other different tribes, completely bugged out, man.
What about the law, statutes, and commandments? Where are those in African folklore? They didn't ever circumcise. They didn't circumcise their kids on the 8th day. Oh, their women weren't in order. They would actually have them as pharaohs, as queens, as gods. Oh, and they believed in polyamory. Okay, where's all this? Where was that in the Bible? The African folklore took that the Bible stole from African folklore. It's all bullshit, man. So all these, you can't listen to these guys, man. They're gonna lead you to a brick wall every time. Keep going.
It said, therefore hear, ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it.
And that's our people, man. That's why the Lord had us over here on this land. Brought us in hardcore bondage and captivity. Now he's waking you back up to what you need to do now. Now he's helping you understand by setting up the watchmen, blowing the trumpet, to warn you of the things to come, all right? Because they're not going to tell you about, well, at least they plan on bombing everybody. No one's talking about World War III, right? World War III is an afterthought. Just wait till it happens, man. Nobody wants to talk about what's really going on in the world geopolitically. How the Russians, oh, now look at gas. See how much gas costs now? It's back to pre-COVID. I think it's more, man. I got pissed off. Like, what the fuck is going on? See, Jake, you barely even drive anymore. I don't drive anymore. See, Jake digital, man. See, you with the new shit. All right, this brother's got digital, man. He's from the Zoom calls. Nah, man, that shit, goddamn $3 again. All right, and I brothers from all over the country, paying $1 or something, man. Well, here in California, get ready for the rest of you people to be like California, all right? Because before it'd be, I'm moving to Texas. Well, what's happening in Texas? They're in lockdown. They're in fucking lockdown. And not only that, they gotta wear a mask. So you think everyone was talking shit about California being bad? Well, look, we've been telling you everybody's gonna end up like this place, man. Homeless on every corner, drug infested, nothing but LGBTQ, trans lives, all that BS all over the place. Forced mask, complete lockdown, destroying your economy, and people like Zuckerberg and Bezos controlling your everyday life, man. Keep going.
It says, to what purpose cometh there to me incense from Sheba, and the sweet cane from a far country? Which that's those imports that I was mentioning earlier. Jake was doing good, man. Jake was on a super high level. You're getting imported exotic incense coming in from a whole different country, man, to burn to the Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Most High set Jake up, man. It said, to what purpose cometh there to me incense from Sheba, and sweet cane from a far country? And you got to also remember that Solomon had set up that trade to come over here to the New World to bring to export things from here and take it back to Israel, man. Probably getting things from India, Japan. You know, we was high level, man.
Well, that's a spirit too, because what's gonna happen in the kingdom of heaven? That's gonna be a big trade port right there. Israel. Everything gonna flow into Israel. All the goods around the whole planet Earth, they gonna, even in the universe, different planets, they gonna what? They gonna come to Israel, man. So that was a prelude when we was doing good back then. It's gonna be on a higher level, soon, very soon. I'll say it like that. But Jake had all that, and what did Jake do, man? Jake start kicking back. Jake start forgetting their power.
In that time, the sugar cane had to come from India, if I'm not mistaken. You gotta look at the history of sugar. Yeah, it goes back to Sanskrit. The word sugar. Okay? So that's where it had to come from. So they had to come from that land. They had to go all the way out there to Elam to get the sugar, man. Well, Elam's known for all the spices. They got sugar, they got spice, they had everything nice.
Yeah, well, they had Elam as slaves doing that sugar cane, but they was so weak, they had to bring Jake in to do the sugar cane.
Yeah, and they weren't producing enough for the demand. Why? Because what was the British people wanting? What do you put in your tea, man? Sugar. Okay? And what was the main thing they was doing? Tea and sugar. And then the spices. And they controlled all that. And that's how Britain controlled the whole world.
As well as the drugs.
And the drugs, the opium. It was all one-stop shop, man. They controlled. They were the fucking smugglers. Now you call it the underground. That shit was real life mainstream trading. And then you had pirates around there, right, trying to hit licks. Okay, but the main guys who would stop the pirates was the British Navy. Okay, the Spanish got weak. They was getting torn up. And the Spanish, they weren't pushing the sugar cane like that. But that's why why did the British need the sugar? Why do they need slaves? Because they had the sugar cane plantations, man, and then the cotton, right? And then it all started coming in together. You gotta understand how this all came to be. But back then, in those days, we weren't colonizing people, all right? They would come and give it to us.
Okay.
We didn't have to do it. We were that powerful, man.
We had the blessings of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, so all these nations recognize us. And we did enslave, you know, especially the ones that was around us.
Oh, yeah.
They was forced to put tribute.
Yeah, they were.
We didn't put our people in there, okay, look, you see, it's our land now. You know, you keep your land. Just make sure you bring that tribute, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's going to be in the kingdom. Make sure you bring that tribute, man. Make sure you worship the Israelites and Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Or you going to get jacked up. You know, you ain't going to be able to keep your customs. You know, the ones that go against the law, you going to have to do away with them. You know? But you're going to be good, man. You're going to have your nation, your nationality, you know. We ain't going to tell you to conform too much. You know, you just got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You want to be a Moabite, you can be a Moabite. You know?
Yeah, we're not going to go in there and try to turn you into an Israelite, man. That's not. You can only be an Israelite through the seed, okay? And that hasn't changed, right? There's no such thing as spiritual Israelite. Right? You got to go back to our 12 patriarchs. Keep going.
To what purpose cometh there to me incense from Sheba, and the sweet cane from a far country? Your burnt offerings are not acceptable, nor your sacrifices sweet unto me.
Yeah, no, it don't matter how fine or nice what you got, man. The Heavenly Father doesn't want that, right? He doesn't want that as a sacrifice. He's actually done it, sick and tired of your hot air you blow, man. Our people.
Well, Jake was complete demons. Here it is. You got some fine incense. The Most High, you know, gave it to you for your personal use, and so you can burn incense unto Him while you worshiping Him. You behind closed doors doing all kind of wickedness, man. But then you'll go, you know, in front of everybody. I'm gonna pick out that fine, you know, kopal, man. I'm gonna go worship Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Make a little mixture. It smell. It's shit banging, man. But the Most High, I don't want this. You a demon, like you wicked as hell, man. You was just worshiping another god, you know. And then you try to act like ain't nothing going on, man. I don't want this. I don't want your offerings. I don't want your incense. These are all abominations to me, man. It's that same incense mixture that you came up with, that you try to burn to me like it's something special. You did that for another god, man. You know, get the hell out of here with that. It said, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them. With some of those stumbling blocks are these different people out here that's leading you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans astray, man. Well, what's one of those right now? That Black Lives Matter madness, man. So who really set that up? Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yep. And the Most High set it up so He can lead you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to your utter destruction, man. That's right. You all caught up in that. Oh, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. The Most High with that, man. They ain't teaching you about Yahweh Shem Yahushua in there. They ain't telling you about the characteristics of the Creator of the heavens and earth. You know, well, the founders of it is homosexuals, man.
Yeah. Feminist.
Which that lifestyle is completely contrary to Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Sex positive.
So how they gonna be teaching you and leading you down the path of righteousness?
Right,
He okay, man. Let Moab take his pictures. He going to slavery anyway, you know. But how they gonna lead you down the path of righteousness when they themselves are servants to sin, man? And since you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans refuse to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Most High set these things up so He can be justified in destroying you, man. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friend shall perish.
That plantation Christianity, man. That's a big one. IUIC. That's pretty much just an Israelite twist on plantation Christianity. That's all that is. They teach the same Christ.
Yeah, repackage.
Yeah, they repackage the
With an
same.
Israelite spin on it. You know you Israelites, but you still worshiping Christ.
Yeah, you still calling on Christ. Well, then you're no different than a Bible Belt Edomite, man. Or a newly convert out there in Southeast Asia, man. Who knows? Calling on Christ. Most High ain't coming in that name. Well, first of all, why are you in the position you are? Because they wanted to bring Christ to you, man. Right? They wanted to bring Christ to you. That's why they came over here. Right? They used that as a justification for putting your ass to death and enslaving you, man. Calling you a heathen. Because you wouldn't bow down to Christ. To Jesus Christ. To Caesar Borgia. We're not dealing with that shit, man.
Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, a people cometh from the north country, and a great nation shall be raised from the sides of the earth. They shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy.
These are these Edomites, man. Right? These are the Edomites. They're cruel and they have no mercy. The slavery they put on us was extremely brutal. It was brutality. People want to talk about police brutality. What about the brutality of America? America was very, very brutal to the Israelites, man.
Well, the Isaiah 47.
Exactly. Right? They put nothing but hell on us, man. Chattel slavery. You had no will over your life. You bear a child, and then your child be sold right back into slavery, man.
Well, if you ran away, he'll send people after you to bring you back into slavery, man.
Well, here it is. He'll make a deal with you, saying you're a free man, and then hire slave catchers to go and get you and put you back into slavery. Right? But they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about Juneteenth.
Yeah.
This white man's the goddamn devil, man.
Well, Juneteenth shows you that he's the devil. You had Jakes that's working. What was it? 2 years after, or two few months? I don't give a fuck about Juneteenth, man.
That's right.
All right. I don't got the specifics down. All I know is you niggas, a group of niggas found out late that the Emancipation Proclamation was passed, man. You want to celebrate that? That show you so-called white man the devil.
Hey, Texas.
Like he didn't get the news. The slave master didn't get the news down in Texas that the Emancipation Proclamation was passed and Civil War was over. He just didn't tell you Negroes down there because he wanted to keep you as slaves, man.
Well, in Texas, they're chopped and screwed, man, and they're slowed down for a reason, man. They got the news late. And here it is, they teach you in Texas about Juneteenth, right? But why don't they teach you about John Horse? Okay, he was a Seminole, right, that went to Oklahoma, that went to Texas, that went to Mexico, man. A Reubenite, a so-called black man, okay, from the tribe of Reuben, mixed with Gad, mixed with Reuben. He went all the way down. He had to escape Oklahoma. He made a deal with the U.S. government saying, yo, we good, right? You're going to make sure that all the people in my tribe are going to be free men. You ain't going to come up here and raid our villages, steal us, and put us back in slavery. Yeah, we're not going to do that. And then he went and did it. Esau went and did that, man. And what did John Horse do? He fucking went to those plantations, started fucking up Esau and freeing his slaves, man. Not his slave, freeing his people, man, from slavery. But they're never going to teach you that, man. They're never going to fucking teach you that. They're going to teach you about Juneteenth to show you that you're just a dumbass, man. They're not going to show you the warrior side, the true side, man, of who you really are in the spirit, man. That you're the Israelites. So here it is, John Horse. He was in Oklahoma. It was too much hell. He had to fight all the way through Texas, man, to get to Mexico. And at that time, this is pre-Civil War. Slavery was illegal all over the world, man. Including Mexico was probably one of the first countries that banned it, I believe. Mexico was one of the first countries that banned it. And when you break it down, at that time, the president of Mexico was Benito Juarez. That was the first and only and last Ishkarite president of Mexico, man. He was actually an indigenous man, a so-called brown man. Could have looked like a so-called black man. Because there's a history of black people all over Mexico, including John Horse. Right, who was a so-called black man, a so-called Native American man, a Seminole Indian, so-called. Reuben. He went all the way down to Mexico, and what was happening? Esau was still going into Mexico, stealing slaves, man. Stealing Jakes, because Jake would go to Mexico to get out of that slavery, man. But Esau would take his red ass over there. But he wanted to talk about illegal immigrants, man. You're a real piece of shit, Esau. All right? You're a real piece of shit. So you go down to Mexico... You go down to Mexico and try to steal so-called black people and put them back into slavery. So what ended up happening? Benito Juarez went and called the Mexican military up there to help assist John John Horse's military, his soldiers, his warriors. So you had Judah, you had Gad, you had Issachar, you had Reuben, all getting together fighting this white man, man. That's our history, man. Fighting for survival against this devil, man. But this white man ain't gonna tell you that. Black Lives Matter ain't gonna tell you that. They're gonna tell you just worry about black lives. What the fuck?
Worry about trans lives.
Worry about trans. Worry about gay lives. Gay black men.
All lives matter. Trans, black trans, black LGBT.
And then they're saying, well, the black community is really, they don't treat our gay community good. Why? Why? Because our people ain't with that shit. They shouldn't be, man.
It's in their spirit.
It's in their spirit to know that shit is off, even though they do it. But they're like you were saying, outwardly, but inwardly they abuse them. They nieces and nephews. Okay, I'm talking about all the tribes, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. They anti-gay, but they're over here raping their fucking little family members, man. Be sickos. So the Most High gonna get rid of the 2/3, man. Yeah. And that's why He don't let everyone into this truth. This truth is only for the elect, the Lord's chosen. Keep going.
It says, they shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy.
Yeah, and that's why our people were fucking going to Mexico, man. Because this devil was being cruel and showing no mercy. So what did John Horse do, right? He ends up getting with Benito Juarez and doing what? Beating the shit out of Maximiliano. The fucking devil that got set up by the French to be the new king of Mexico, man. So that was all happening, man. Here it is. They needed the Seminoles. They needed Reuben, Gad, and Judah. Because John Horse's people was a mixture, man, of tribes. They needed them to get with Issachar to who? To kick Esau out. And that's why you have Secret Mile. They no one's gonna fucking tell you that. You're only gonna get it from the Hebrew Israelites, alright? Truth of Yahweh Shemel Shai, starting with the elders and apostles, man. That's our true history. And that's just American history that you don't even hear of. We're going deeper into the history of the prophecy here. Because that country from the north is talking about you goddamn Edomites, you devils. How cruel you were, man. You were chopping our hands off. Why would we want to go back to that? That's why our people were escaping. So before John Horse went to Oklahoma, where was he? He was in the Everglades, okay? The Seminoles, they was in Florida, and then they called it the Indian problem. Esau didn't like that you had free men, free so-called black men, right next to their slaves. You can't have that. You can't have that. You gotta get rid of them. We gotta make an agreement, get them out of here. Plus, Esau would do slave catching, and then what did that do? They would have to go, the warriors would go in and get their woman. I think they stole John Horse's wife. That's one of the big stories. They stole his wife. He went down, burned down goddamn almost every plantation next to the lands. They're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna just tell you about Nat Turner and a few other uprisings, man. But they're never gonna explain to you that one. Why? Because that one encompasses all the tribes.
They don't even tell you about Nat Turner.
You gotta look that up. Well, yeah, they'll tell you about Nat a little bit, but they won't tell you that Nat Turner believed he was a prophet. They won't tell you that Nat Turner was reading the scriptures. That he said that we're the Israelites. That he said through the Spirit he believed that he was Moses, man. And he wanted to free his people from captivity. They won't tell you that much. But now is the time to know. Now is the time for this information to come out. Right? Why? Because it's clear as day who this devil is, man. It's clear as day who this is talking about. Keep going.
I could,
Go for sure.
This is Proverbs 12 and 10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast.
Yeah, a righteous man regards the life of his beast. Okay? And you used to call us beasts.
Yeah.
Devil. You refer to us as less dehumanized. You refer to us as less than. Not even a full-blown human. Keep going.
A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
Yeah, Esau. Let me give you let me cut you a deal. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you get some land out in the new Indian territory, and I'm gonna let you be free men. We're not gonna go and try to steal you back into slavery. And he went and did that, he made a deal and went back on it, and he did that every time when it came to the Hebrew Israelites, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and he's doing it now to this day. Here it is. You want to be a protest. You want to see him pass laws. What are they passing laws for? To make it easier for them to enslave you.
Yep.
You want to defund the police. Well, who are they going to fund now? They're going to fund the military now.
Who's going to be the law enforcement? See, Jake don't think though, man. Jake always get caught up in, the madness and BS that Esau got planned out for you, man. That whole civil rights movement was set up by Esau Edom with you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You fell for it, man. And what came out of that? Now these LGBTQ, they got rights.
And
your plight got swept under the rug, man.
And I was doing research on that whole. I think where was Rosa Parks at? South Carolina?
She was in Alabama, if I'm not mistaken.
Somewhere, right? But wherever she was, when she did that stand on the bus, Esau was pushing that heavy like that was a good thing. Jake was mad at her because there was a bunch of black bus companies.
God, yeah.
It was like, why don't you just ride the black bus? Why you gotta make a sign, make a big scene? Next thing you know, all the black bus companies go out of business. The black movie theaters.
Yep.
What happened after that? Black films, black producers. It all went to shit. All right, everything we had went to shit. Why? Because of the civil rights movement.
Yeah, the integration.
The integration. And then you're shipping kids over from one neighborhood to the Edomite neighborhood, and what are they doing to them, man? They
fucked up.
Getting throwing eggs at them, calling all types of ants, totally damaging their psyche for the rest of their lives, man. But they said that was a good thing.
Yeah. But you ain't supposed to be integrated with these devils, man. You're supposed to be separate from them.
Well, who was behind it?
Esau Edom.
Esau Edom, man. And then
leading you astray from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're supposed to be separate. You know, but Jake got that rebellious mentality. We're gonna integrate. You know.
Yeah, and just like now, back then he was the one behind it, pushing it, man. Right? He was pushing that whole, well, we're gonna get the bill. The war on poverty. What did the war on poverty ever do? Well, that created the welfare state. That destroyed the black family household.
Who's the main benefactors of that too? These Edomite movement.
The Edomite movement. Well, the affirmative action, they broke it down. Who really benefited from affirmative action? White women and homosexuals. Not no one on this side. So all that was just a big sham on our people, man. Our people are easily swayed when it comes to what this devil got to say to them. Good on that?
Yeah. It says, they shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy. Their voice roars like the sea, and they ride upon horses, set in array as men for war against thee, O daughter of Zion.
Yeah. That's exactly what they did. They rolled on horses on us, man. They went when they came to North America, right? They came to the Caribbean. There was no horses here. All right. When he came to conquer this land, he brought horses. He literally did that. That was the first time our people seen horses. That helped him conquer. That helped him conquer this land, man. The horses, the gunpowder, the iron. Okay. Those are well. That's part of his blessing, man. The fatness of the earth. So when he got that, that's what he did. He rolled on us, and that horse represents power, right? Okay. He has all his military might, and he's continuing. He's going to keep on enslaving you. He wants to enslave you to the point where you don't leave the house. You don't leave the house unless you get back your flu shot every year. Because the flu shot isn't something you do once in a lifetime and you're okay. You're never gonna get the flu again. You gotta do it every year.
Yep.
So Esau plans on doing a mandatory flu shot to everyone every fucking year. And what happens to those people who get those flu shots? They get thyroid cancer, right? They got heart disease. They're depressed. They got all kinds of bowel syndrome, irritable bowel syndromes. Right, that's what the fucking so-called white man's planning on doing to you right now. Keep going.
It says, we have heard the fame thereof, our hands wax feeble. Anguish hath taken hold of us, and pain as of a woman in travail.
Yeah, and that pain as a woman in travail, that's excruciating pain, and you can't stop that pain. Right? That's just going to keep coming. And so the so-called white man right now, you can see what he's doing, what he's bringing to you. This guy Bill Gates, he's what is he pushing? Blacks and Native Americans. They need this shot. They need vaccines. Well, what about the elderly? No one gives a fuck about them, man. Right? They're the main ones dying of this shit. No one's saying we gotta vaccinate an old person. Why? Because that doesn't matter. They're gonna die anyway. They're not out and about spreading the COVID.
And they're not the enemy.
And they're not the enemy. Right? And they say, well, the vitamin D, you need vitamin D to help fight the coronavirus. Black people don't have enough of it. Right? Esau is immune, man. This guy's the one who carried the disease, man. When he came here to the Americas, he brought nothing but death, destruction, and disease. Okay? He was a walking disease. Literally. He's giving everyone syphilis. Okay? Why? Because he was just raping random people and wherever he could find, being a sicko, man. You know how this devil is. Just imagine back then. there was no social media. And also when he had the backing of the so-called church. He had the backing of the church, and the papacy was over here backing this guy, man. You got something real quick?
Yeah. This
I got something? Okay.
This is Psalm 55 and 20. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Yeah, that's the so-called white man, right? Because a lot of people think our people never really rebelled against this guy, man. He just forced us to do it.
Yep.
He pushed us to the brink, and you can see that's where our people are right now. They don't want to fight against the white man. Okay, but the Most High is going to make you for the reason of survival. Okay, but guess what? We're us men of the Lord. We're here for the spiritual battle, man. Okay, we're fighting against principalities and spiritual darkness in high places, man. Okay, we're not going to fight against this devil with tooth and nail, right? We're going to do it spiritually. We don't have to bear arms to go against the devil. We got the chariots for that, man. Keep going.
He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Well, that's why he wants to go to war with Russia.
Yeah.
Russia's trying to be cool with you, man. You poking, you irking the nations, man. Well, China loves trading with you, man. But they're gonna want to launch some missiles on you real soon. North Korea, you over there visiting his ass, but you want to denuclearize that place, man. Keep going.
It says, he have put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He have broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Those are all those treaties.
Yep.
Those are all those treaties he did, man. Well, you can get Ecclesiastes after that. Those are all those treaties you wrote and all those agreements you made with who? The Israelites, the so-called black man, the Native American man. Right here it is here it is America claims to be so independent, to be so much about freedom. America was the last country to make slavery illegal. Here it is, the whole entire world banned that slavery, man. Why did they do that? They knew that shit was super wicked, man.
It was Cuba, the last country.
Oh, you know what? Water for that. But who was Cuba controlled by?
America. It's a part of America.
So by America, man. America,
the flag is
Cuba.
one side America.
That's right. Cuba and America were pretty much all. Well, look at Puerto Rico.
Same thing. Puerto Rico and Cuba is same.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yep.
But then Cuba had to declare itself, had to go into that communist place to get rid of Esau, man. But it's still ran by Esau. Okay, go on.
It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Yeah, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. That's Esau. He want to tell you everything's gonna be good and grand and dandy. Well, look, now they want to change the name of the Redskins finally.
Yeah.
But they don't want to change it.
They really don't.
The owner he's trying to keep it. They should have changed it last time, right?
Yeah, but Gad was getting on it the first time about that.
But now FedEx, Nike, Pepsi, and the investors behind it say you better change that shit. Here it is, it's a racial slur, but yet they're still saying Redskin, and put it everywhere, Redskin, Red. You ain't supposed to say it. It's like the N. You ain't supposed to say it. You're supposed to call it the R. The R thing, the R people, right? Yet you're still saying it, man, meaning you don't give a shit. Well, why you think Trump is over there at Mount Rushmore right now?
Okay. Yep.
That's the last monument that they can tear down.
Yep.
You literally can't tear that shit down. You gotta blow it up with dynamite.
That's right.
And Gad been wanting to blow it up with dynamite since this devil did it himself. Okay? You gotta understand what that it's all bugged out. Those are Indians, those are 2/3, right? Those are the tribe of Gad. The Lakota natives used to call that sacred mountain, right? And they called that the four grandfathers. And the pre Mount Rushmore, pre those four Edomites they put on there, they called it the four grandfathers, right? And then Esau's like, well, that sounds nice. Let's put our face on it. Let's show these fucking Indians who their real grandfathers are. Who they should be really real. Because you know, Gad, they just totally destroyed Gad just like that, man. All the way to the point of we're gonna go find your precious land and your sacred mountain, and we're gonna put our ugly red faces up on it, man. And that's exactly what he did. Okay, but Trump, people say, "Oh, that's not racist. How could Mount Rushmore?" I just told you why it's racist, man.
You know, the racist thing is, homie. I'm putting the Jewish people. The informant soul. The white, what is that? The white Jews, the informant soul. They got too much knowledge of than
Halasha?
anybody else. Yeah, I'm Halasha.
Habisha.
I remember I'm Pashtun, but I don't claim it. But the informal soul. So what you Jews, youngsters do, sons, I'm from Yahweh, Ben
Back in
Yahweh,
Psalm
right?
55
What
and
you do
21,
is the
the words of
informal
his
soul,
mouth
and
were
I
smoother
appreciate
than butter.
Yeah, the
Just
words of his
keep
mouth were smoother
reading.
than butter. Everything's gonna tell you gonna sound
Yeah,
great,
people
good
read.
and dandy.
Just
Oh, I'm gonna change the name now. Well, no more Aunt Jemima. No more Aunt Jemima.
The Jews and
No more
Greek
Uncle Ben.
culture, knowledge is the highest.
Oh, we're gonna put. I'm gonna step down as a CEO, and I want a black person to be take my job in the board.
I don't want to do black voices no
Being
more.
myself.
Characters.
Oh yeah. The Cleveland show guy, right? That was an Edomite the whole time. And people was like, that's an Edomite show anyways. They were just nigga characters.
Yep.
Oh, now they don't want to do that's all BS, man. He still look at you the same way. Ain't nothing changed about this guy. Keep going.
It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Yeah, war was in his heart. Okay, this devil. Well, that's all he's about, man. He's a man. All he's about is the sword.
Yep.
The scriptures say you live by the sword. They don't say it, but that's the saying. You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Yep.
Yahushua said that.
Well, Yahushua said that. Yes.
He that liveth by the
One-
sword
He
shall
that
perish
lives.
thereby.
He that exactly.
And Esau blessing is the sword, so that nigga through.
Yeah, he done.
Well, what the main sword going to get him, man? The thermonuclear fire.
Yep.
Keep going.
Which he made that.
Yeah.
That's part of his blessing.
Yeah. That was the Most High gave you that technology.
Nigga through.
And well, that's why he has power right now.
Yep.
Because of that. That's why you're so big and bad. That's why you think you can say whatever you want. Well, look at Bill Gates, man. This guy's father was in charge of Planned Parenthood, man. All right, his father taught him, like, we gotta depopulate the world, man. We gotta depopulate the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We gotta depopulate. Depopulation is another word of saying exterminate the Israelites.
Yep.
Okay, that's what that really means. Because depopulation is only a problem to Esau.
Okay.
Overpopulation is the only problem to Esau. Because he don't want to be the minority, which he is. Hey, well, that's an Obadiah. Keep going.
It says, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Yet with their drawn swords. That's what this devil is. Always about. He's gonna tell you one thing, but he's gonna kill you. Well, these cops, right? They got you go to the Oakland protest. They all doing a stupid dance. Cops. Everything's good. Later, a couple hours later, a nigga getting shot by the cops again.
Okay.
Or you getting pulled over and getting a ticket for some bullshit. What about all that? What about the cool little dance moves you was doing with the lesbian black bitch at the protest? Right? What about all that? It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay? We don't want to take no part of any of that madness. Keep going. Oh, you
Yeah.
get that in Sirach?
Yeah, this is Sirach 12.
Yeah, because this white man's your enemy.
That's
Okay?
right.
Yeah, I seen a guy say, some dude, he's a non-camper. He's a black Christian. But he got people he agrees with and people that agree with him. One of them is claims to be a Judite. She's a Judite, but she's a non-camper. It's all kinds of madness on Twitter, right? So anyways, this guy's saying, as long as you believe in Christ, as long as you believe in Christ, I don't care if you're black or white. We're all children. We're all you're my real family, right? This guy probably believes in Christ, man.
Yeah.
Why don't you go invite this nigga in your house? Keep going.
This is Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Yeah, that's your enemy. The so-called white man, Esau, Edom, is your enemy. Your mortal enemy. Okay? And our people, you gotta learn the hard way. Here it is. The Most High gave you all kinds of histories, give you the scriptures. You can go look at it. You can watch a documentary. Okay? Yeah, you still gonna be hard-headed and think this nigga on your side, man. That there's some good ones. They ain't all that bad.
It's going into that nigga baby. Not all white people.
Yeah, not all white people is racist. Well, first of all, everyone is racist. Okay?
Yeah.
There's not one of us that's not racist. Okay? We live in a racialized society. Okay? Where the first thought when you see a so-called black man, something comes to your head that you don't even really had to really go deep and think about it. It's an instinct thought. Why? Because you're a racist. Or if you see a white person, or if you see a Mexican person, right? Because we're all fucking racist. That's what it is, man. We live in a racialized society. Well, what does the word race go back to? Rasa, national. Rasa, nation. Right? Well, we're for our nation. Okay? Our nation is the nation of Israel, so we're racist.
Most are racist.
The Most High racist. Okay? The Most High created nationalities. Okay, except Esau, what you did, you fucking try to create your own nationalities by calling them racist. And you say, okay, these are the Negroid. Okay, these are the Indian. These are the Caucasoids. Okay, and whatever the hell else you were looking at. I forget what you was calling the Chinese people back then. Right? But that was all, that was, you tried to... Mongoloid. Try to say that to an Asian to see what's going to happen to you.
That's racist.
But I'm just saying what the white man. I'm just saying what Esau taught. Yo, God, I forgot about the fucking. I forgot about that. The water for that. You see, Esau, he'll push that on you, and then act like he's not the racist.
Yep.
Or you, and where he don't see it no more. I don't see that anymore. I don't see race anymore. Or he'll get mad at you. Why you have to make everything about race? Nigga, you did that.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
It says, never trust thine enemy.
And
Like,
guess who also is the enemy? The black woman.
oh yeah.
Okay? That's another issue our people have. Okay, when I say the black woman, starting with her, and then all the other ones, okay? The Latino women, the Native American women, they're part of that enemy, man. Why? Because they trust in the white man, man.
Yeah.
They fucking love that guy. Right? And they're gonna convince the children to love him.
Yep.
And then we wonder why your child getting lynched. Look, all these random black kids getting lynched all over California and shit. Nobody's covering it. I wonder why, man. Probably because he raised by his mother, who told him that the white man's all good and all his white friends probably lynched his ass. Keep going.
Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, as iron rusteth, so is wickedness. Iron rusts because of oxidization, okay? So anytime there's oxygen in the air, which is everywhere, it's gonna rust. The only way to keep it from rusting is to keep polishing it. Esau may polish himself, man, but that rust is gonna show, it's gonna explain it.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Yeah, though he humble himself and go crouching. That's all Esau been doing lately.
Yeah.
Gestures, okay? That's a gesture. That's not an action, okay? You don't take a fucking knee. You take a knee and put a fist up and say Black Lives Matter. That's a gesture, okay? Though you go humble yourself, now all of a sudden you care about black people.
Yep.
You don't give a shit. Nobody really does, man. It's all vain gestures. We're gonna show that you, it's like wearing a mask, okay? It's no different. It's not gonna help you. It's not gonna stop the virus. It's not curing you. It's not gonna cure the world of COVID-19. You're just wearing a mask because you have to do what everyone else is doing. Taking a fucking knee and saying Black Lives Matter ain't curing racism, man. It ain't stopping systemic racism. All right? It ain't bringing the block back. The block got gentrified. It's still getting gentrified. All right? So all those things, it's just a vain gesture. Okay? Though he does all that, keep going.
It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Yeah, like wiping a looking glass, fogged up glass, then you see, oh damn, look, he's still the devil.
Yep.
But that's gonna happen way too late for our people, man. Our people are totally okay with just having a job, okay, and you know, having a little side piece or whatever, or you know, whatever they doing, man. Whatever our people are very plain people. All right. Like I said, they don't want to go fight this white man. The Heavenly Father's gonna force you again.
Yep.
He's gonna get you back in that warrior spirit, man. He's gonna have to put it on you. Okay. So somebody's gonna have to go out there well, Esau's gonna go after you.
Yeah.
He's gonna go after you where you're gonna have to protect yourself. Right? He's gonna look for you and try to kill you. He will kill some of your loved ones. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna lose it. You're gonna go hunting. Oh, you're gonna go Christopher Dornan. You're gonna Christopher Dornan overnight. You're just gonna get fed up and to the point where, all right, I just gotta do something about it. But it's not just gonna be you. It's gonna be all these other people with you. Going to what? Look for Edomites. Keep going.
It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Yeah, don't. And that's what our people did during the times of the Holy Roman Empire. Okay? During the times of the Holy Roman Empire, Jake started allowing Edomites to get in the family, they marry them, or they find dukes or duchesses, and they would merge the kingdoms, right? And be okay, we're living good. or they have a servant. Like, well, like look at the Rothschilds, right? How did they come up? They were just some low level.
Yeah.
They were called Bowers, the Bowers.
Yep.
Which what does that mean? Like servant, or something?
Peasant.
Peasant, right? A peasant, a Bower. Right? Then they called themselves the Rothschild, was supposed to be the red shield, which was a sign on their money changing business. How did they get it, man? They started working with the royal families, man. The black nobility, the high level royal families, those families, man. And what did they end up doing? You end up putting this guy as the hand of the king, so to speak. He over here handling your treasure. You go to him for the loan, the fund, whatever, the fund what you got going. What did this guy end up doing? He ended up taking it over. He ended up taking it all over. Keep going.
If I can say too, just like Haman.
Haman, yep, that was another one.
He's a straight up Amalekite too. It came out his whole time he was fighting on the king, man. He
Yep.
tried to blame it on who? Jake.
On Israel.
Yep.
On one of the Lord's prophets. Keep going.
It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Well, look at the Herods.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, the Herodian dynasty. That's what happens when you have Edomites and then you have a Jake woman and an Edomite living amongst Israel. You gotta. Well, look at what about the Egyptian mother, the Egyptian father, and the Israelite mother.
Yeah.
Well, that dude used to start cursing the Most High in front of everybody.
That's when the Heavenly Father's not.
He started cursing the Most High, and what happened, man? He had to get rid of that guy. So that you can't be having those people around Israel. The Most High is for segregation. Well, segregation is another way of saying separation. Well, what does the word holy mean?
Okay.
To be a holy, to peculiar people means to separate yourself from those nations, man.
That's right.
So we want to be, you want autonomy, you want to chop, you want an autonomous zone in Chaz. Yeah, niggas getting chopped up in that, man.
Yeah.
And then I was watching footage. They got like 12 people bugging out, looking like goddamn monkeys out there. You got Lesbos laying in the middle of the street, losing their mind, man, all over the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone or organized protest. What did that do? Did that destroy systemic racism?
No.
Did that stop cops from? The cops went right back into the precinct, man. And what are they gonna do? They're gonna get more money now.
Okay.
Here it is, you want to defund the police? Well, they need money to fix their precinct. They ain't coming out of their pockets, right? They ain't coming. They're gonna have to make new deals and rebuild that shit. All because of you dumbasses. So here it is, you want to defund the police. Now you're making the police spend more money. And what else are they gonna get? They're gonna spend more money on what? Protecting their precinct. Bigger, better guns. Okay, more surveillance, so more cameras, more tracking, more tracing. You people are gone. Keep going.
It says, neither let him sit at thy right hand.
Yeah, you want to make it. You want to put him on the right hand, like he's one of us. Okay, he's righteous. Keep going.
Lest he seek to take thy seat.
Keep going.
And thou at the last remember my words and be quick therewith.
Yeah, now you're gonna remember what the Most High told you. The Most High told you, never trust thine enemy. He's okay. That's a good thing. He earned the spot. He helped me out. Yeah, he different. He could be a Jake.
Good.
Jake wasn't thinking like that. He was like, that's just a Edomite.
Yeah.
I'm with it. He's a good Edomite. Keep going.
Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
And then that's what happened to the Aztecs. That's what happened to the Incas.
Yep.
That's what happened to the North American Indians. All right, you try to cut a deal with Esau. I mean, they ain't gonna say you sold him Manhattan for some beads. That's some bullshit, man. And then Gad was over there trying to fight. They was with the Confederates to fight the Union, and they still kicked your ass out, man. And then you're over here fighting with the British to take down the colonies in the Revolutionary War. You had a lot of those Iroquois. That was the first Confederacy. Where do you think the word Confederacy came from, man? Those Edomites took it from Gad. Gad got a bunch of tribes, got together, and set up a Confederacy, right? You had the civilized tribe, they set up a Confederacy, but then you had the Confederacy of those tribes up in the New York area, okay? The Iroquois, in that Quebec area, northern part of America. They were what? Fighting Edomites. Well, they go back to when Pilgrims first came over. And what happened with that? Plymouth Rock. Right? Gad went open hands, fucking helped your ass survive a winter. You went and exterminated them. Well, Jamestown, that was another one. Jamestown, that place got burnt down, got destroyed multiple times. Yet Gad kept helping them bring them back, allowed them to come back. maybe they'll be right this time. Maybe they won't kill us. Maybe they learn. Maybe it's hard for the white man to learn. But then once Gad's in, and then he's in the military internment camp, now he wants to say this guy's the devil. Now you shouldn't trust him. Well, that's the words pricking you, man.
Okay.
Keep going.
It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts?
Yeah, that's why, like, when we see these people that were part of Black Lives Matter movement and they drop dead, you know, like, you can't pity them. Well, that's why a lot of our people aren't protesting for them, man. They don't protest and lose their shit for George Floyd, right? Or Freddie Gray, or Oscar Grant, right? All because they've seen the image over and over again and it keeps getting pushed to them over and over again, and they feel that. But these other people that drop dead, no one gives a shit about them. Like all these little Jake kids that get shot up in the street, man. All these Jake kids that get killed. Your baby's in a crib, and they shooting up grandma's house, and then who they end up killing? The baby in the crib, man. Yeah. Ain't nobody hit the streets for that baby.
Right.
Ain't nobody hit the street. There's no outrage for that. Where's the Black Lives Matter when it comes to that, man?
Yeah. But were they not in Chicago at the Apostle Call was going hard on you niggas, you know? A couple weekends ago, it was like 100 shootings. You know, a couple of deaths, one of them including a child, you know, a Jake child. It was no outcry. You didn't hear a peep from BLM. You know?
that ghetto gagger, Candace Owens, right? I was watching her go in, gets talking to this guy, Mark Lamont Hill. You know who that is, right?
So,
Mark Lamont Hill, he's a left-wing talking head, Jake, on CNN. A real piece of shit. He got flamed by her. And that's what she said. Like, I'm just telling you that black people are hypocrites.
Yep.
She's just saying straight up. There's hypocrisy amongst the black community. I'm saying it like it is. But she's a coon for saying it. Right? But she is a coon. Yeah.
Not for that reason.
But not for that. Not for saying that. She's a coon for other reasons, man. That, what she says. But see, that's why they set it up like that. They set it up. Well, I think J. Edgar Hoover said that in FBI director. He said, this is what we got to do to all black leaders. If a black leader comes up, we got to discredit them, not to the white community, but to the black community. So your first thing is, that's cool. So that guy's a scam artist. Well, this guy's that. Right? So anytime, and if you think of Louis Farrakhan or Al Sharpton, you know with those guys. Those guys are scammers. They're scheming. They ain't really about it, right? Or Candace Owens, she's just a coon. She's just a black woman, a white woman in a black woman's body, right? So it's all set up anyways, just like that, going back to that devil, J. Edgar Hoover, man. But the white man's not a racist. That guy was a bigot. First of all, he was a full-blown homosexual. Okay? A full-blown homosexual, yet he hated faggots. That's Esau for you. Yeah. He was a homosexual, but he hated homosexuals. That's the so-called white man for you. Okay? And then he was behind all the assassinations of Martin Luther King, okay, Malcolm X, right, Bobby Seale, all these guys. That's just the Jake leaders. What about the black and the Latino and the Native American leaders he put to death or put in federal prison? Okay, but see, you want to trust this guy, it's going to trick you at the end. A little bit more on that.
Yeah, I get a little more. It says, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity?
Yeah, and that's Esau. He's the ultimate sinner. Because he over here, he brought this book. He brought this book to the new world. He brought Jesus Christ to the new world, the civilized. He took it upon himself and said, it's my burden. It's the white man's burden. Okay, well, how's your burden going? And then Esau's mad, he made a burden, but then over there in Britain, he's mad about how there's nothing but niggas in his country now. Well, now, you took it upon yourself to do better, right?
You want to make the world a better place.
You want them to be like the British. Now they're over there in your country, drinking tea, eating crumpets, and speaking in an accent. Yeah, that's not good.
Now he thinks that he wanted to civilize the savages, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but now that they're in your country and now they're working jobs like you. They're going to the schools like
they quote unquote civilized. Now you mad.
But now you want them to go back to the jungle.
Be savages.
This is the guy we're dealing with, man. This is Esau. This is Esau Edom. This is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. Right. This is the shit we got to deal with here in Babylon, man. That's why we we know we at the end of this thing. This guy's running out of time. He's gonna have to push his R3 microchip, and he's pushing at an all-time high right now. Any more on that?
Yeah, that's good.
Psalms chapter 36, verse 1. The transgression of the wicked was said within my heart, that there is no fear of Yahweh Shemashah before his eyes.
Yeah, Baba Kishar, read it from the top again, Baba Kishar.
Psalms chapter 36, verse 1. The transgressions of the wicked said within my heart, there is no fear of the Most High before his eyes.
Yeah. Listen, Esau, that's why he treats us the way he treats us, man.
Yeah.
These can't be God's choice. Look at them. That's why you had no fear, man, coming over here and treating the Israelites the way you did. You weren't thinking about you had the book, you had the Lord's word with you, man, and you still were whipping us.
God.
You would actually hold it in your left hand,
Yeah.
hold it next to your chest, and hit us with the whip, man. Or you quote scriptures at the same time.
Yeah. Yep.
How many lashes in the scriptures? Let's put it on him.
It says, for he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful.
That's Esau, man. He flattered himself in his own eyes. He thinks he's God. Okay? Until what?
It says, for he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful.
Yeah. His iniquity is found to be hateful. You're the fucking hate person. You're the hate group, okay?
A nation of hate.
A nation, they want to say we're a hate group, we're full of hate. You're the nation of hate. Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Everything you've done, your whole system, this whole society is based upon hate. Okay? Well, now it's love, though, right? Because, see, as soon as July hit, they took down the gay flags. Good. Good, man. But America, that flag represents what? Hate.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay? Well, the Star Spangled Banner, who wrote that? Someone that was full of hate. Okay? A slave owner. Okay? Keep going. And then the whole thing about the black the black national anthem, right? They actually had a black national anthem and a white national anthem, right? I did more research the next. I had no idea about it. And then Jake, that grew up in the segregated South, said they weren't allowed to say the actual national anthem, so they had to do the black national anthem at school. That's what they did. So that's how super segregated it was, that Jake had their own bit of everything. But then Esau integrated it, and now we're all under one guy, supposedly.
Well, the Declaration of Independence, that damn devil was Andrew Jackson. He wrote that. But he put a clause in there.
Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson, that devil. I get them mixed up sometimes.
Me too.
me too.
They're the same devil.
We're both sickos. Both sickos.
But he wrote that Declaration of Independence, and in that it's an actual clause of him getting on Gad, calling them savages, which they don't tell you about that in school, man. I was looking that up. You know, I did a show recently, but that nigga put that in there. These savage Indians. He said that King George III, one of the reasons for him wanting to gain independence from Britain was because King George III was pitting these savage Indians against them, man, against the colonies, to destroy them. He was paying them off.
Yeah, because they would do deals with the British, because the British didn't want to trade with the Americans because they ran the price up. We'd rather trade with Gad because they got the good furs. Okay, they know they got petroleum and stuff like that. Gad had their own trade routes. Esau in America, like, nah, we want that. They wanted that, man. And then not only that, the Thomas Jefferson said that. And I believe his ugly ass face is on that Mount Rushmore too.
Yep, it is.
And he, not only that, he was a slave owner and a rapist. Because if you're a slave owner, you're a rapist. Okay? And he had all kinds of terrorists underneath him. And not only that, the other devil that's on that piece of shit Mount Rushmore, George Washington, right? George Washington had fake teeth. But they say they were wooden teeth. Nope. They were slave teeth. Okay? They try to etch that out, man. He'd actually take slaves' teeth and make dentures out of slaves' teeth. He chewed on so much tobacco, lost all his teeth. You damn devils. And then Teddy Roosevelt, he was a hardcore racist, man. But Esau tries to, Tucker Carlson, I was listening to that guy, he said Teddy Roosevelt had the most moral of any president. Because he let Booker T. Washington go into the White House. What's up?
They called him an after he left.
Yes, yep. Yeah, he called them N. Well, he called everybody N's. And then he put a statue of himself in front of, I believe, the Museum of something art in New York City. His red ass on a horse, and there's Gad looking through, and Judah on the other side looking through. That's literally this. That's literally the scripture. Okay, I've seen servants on horses. Okay, and that's literally what that is, and they want to take that down now. Why? Because that's a racist ass statue. You got a precept?
No, this is just the little excerpt.
And one last one. Finish off the Mount Rushmore. Abraham Lincoln, right? Who could have been a Jake or mixed with some Jake, right? Because they're breaking it down. They said that he wore that top hat because his hair was real curly. People would kind of look at him some type of way every now and then, right? But he did the largest execution of Native Americans of any president. Man. There was a lot of massacres and stuff that happened, but none of it was like a direct order execution. Like, this is a prisoner, we're going to kill him. I think he had over 40 Lakota warriors lynched, pretty much, put on the gallows, hung, put to death. Okay, he didn't put him in jail. Okay, he didn't hold him. He didn't let him return the land. No, he killed them all. He hung them all, man. Okay, that's Abraham Lincoln for you, the Indian killer. Go ahead.
This is Thomas Jefferson's quote from the Declaration of Independence. Let me just read this part real quick. It said the Declaration of Independence is structured in 3 parts: the introduction, the complaints, and the conclusion. The complaints are indictments, if you prefer, take the form of 13. He has 9, 4, and another 5 he has, and it is the last he has that concerns us because it's a doozy. This is what Thomas Jefferson wrote. He has, talking about King George III, he has excited domestic insurrections amongst us and has endeavored to bring on the inhabitants of our frontiers, the merciless Indian savages whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions.
So that's what they had to do. Back then, it was the Indians. They were savages. They want to kill us for our freedom. Mm-hmm. Now it's the terrorists, right?
Yeah.
Back then, that was the face of terrorism, man. The people that were living there before your red ass came. Sickos.
Then you would go murder Gad, then Gad and retaliate and see that they want to kill all of us.
You know? Or you would just put your fucking cabin right in the middle of their land, man. And then do some sicko shit over there. You wonder why a Gad will burn it down, kill your ass. You don't belong there, devil. Well, they made a deal, right? You ain't supposed to go past the Appalachians. Them devils went over any damn ways, man. Bringing what? Disease. Kidnapping the woman, selling her into sex slave.
And wine. And their philosophy.
Yep, bringing that. That's the main one they brought. That wine and that philosophy, and the actual wine too. And what you would do, give them that bottle. Okay. Any last scriptures? Finish this up. Go on.
Psalms 36:3. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit.
Yep.
He have left.
Well, there you go. We just read the excerpt out of the Declaration of Independence. And read that last part again.
The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit.
Iniquity and deceit. Yeah, that was a lie, and it was a complete sham.
Yeah. It was wickedness too.
It was evil.
That's slander. Or it talks about the slander that this man has brought up against the nation of Israel in Ezekiel the 35th chapter.
Yep.
He said basically their customs is warfare. They're known for warfare. That's all they do. They're savages, and they kill indiscriminately. Nigga, that's what you do. That's literally your MO.
Like
you spare nobody. He said they don't spare sexes, they don't spare ages, and they don't spare conditions. So no matter what condition you in, Gad gonna put you to death. That's just how they are. They're savages, see? But see, when we execute warfare, we'll spare the children. The women will spare them. If there's somebody that's sickly or they got a disease, we won't put them to death. That's cruel. The Most High said, you didn't show the elderly any mercy, man. Damn devil.
Well, look at Wounded Knee. You aired that place out, man. Right? And there was nothing but elderly and women and children up in there.
Well, the kids that hid, that didn't get destroyed, they told the women and children to hide.
Put in a boarding school, man.
But even before that, he said, look, come out. I ain't going to kill y'all. Everything's done. He was done with the Gatling. He said, y'all can come out. I ain't gonna kill y'all. And then what happened when they came out of their hiding place? He started the Gatling gun back up, man.
Yep. And another thing he did, I think there was a baby that they saved from that massacre, and they put that baby, they raped that baby all the way through its whole life, man. They took that baby to the East Coast, like we civilized a native girl. But what did they just raped her to death, man. She died in her late teens. Because that's what you were doing to Gadite children back then, man. You sickos.
It says, he hath left off to be wise and to do good. He deceiveth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the way of America, right? That's a way that is not good. The American way, right? They call it, we're doing it the American way. Well, there you go. Keep going.
He abhorreth not evil.
See? You embrace it. You live off the lie, man. The big lie, they call it. That's a fallacy. The big lie. You say a lie so many times, it becomes the truth. And that's what you did with so-called black Latinos and Native Americans, and you continue to this day. That's why you got our people running around saying Black Lives Matter, like that means something, man. It don't mean shit, man. Like, none of us are black. None of us are Indian. None of us are Mexican, okay? Or so on and so forth. Those are all bywords and names put on us by our captives, by our captors, who we are captive to, the so-called white man, Esau. Right? He's not a white man either. He's an Edomite, okay? And we're the Israelites. That's what it is, man. That's part of the prophecy. That's part of this great awakening we're coming to. The Hebrew Israelites are waking up, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But we're not going to take your mandatory vaccination. We're not going to take your mandatory chip. All right? We're not going to fall for your bullshit. We're not going to think everything's going to be all good, man. It's going to get worse. This place is on a downward spiral, man. Just wait till World War III starts picking up, man. It's going to be real hot out here. Any last words, Akim? With that, we're going to give all praise, glory, and honor.
How Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakak Wadash.
So that's Shalom.
Shalom.